Hello, hey guys, welcome to Calcio Charcha. This is Yogesh. So we'll be having a Juventus versus AC Milan live watch along here on YouTube on Calcio Charcha. Uh, keep sending in your questions, your thoughts, your mm, what do you want to say? Like if you want to say anything, if you want to ask us any questions, keep on sending them in the chat. We'll take it all along. So we have few. What else? We have few other panel members, especially Chintan Bhai and Param as well will be joining. Let's see if DJ Bhai will be able to join or not. So we are getting a few interesting comments. Let's take them and let's see who all are in the house. So first off, this is the Calcio Charcha WhatsApp channel. Like we would like to connect with you guys offline as well, like not just here on YouTube, on other platforms as well. Uh, Join the chat. Keep it civil. There are strict rules in place, so just keep it civil and happy to chat with you guys over there. So Ravi in the house. First off, Ravi, hello. Good evening. आज watch along queue. It was a convenient time and it is looking to be a very good matchup. So that's why इसलिए आज watch along कर रहे हैं. Hey Vishwesh, how are you man? रवि saying योगेश भाई आप अपने मैच पे ध्यान दो आपकी टीम आज पॉइंट्स ड्रॉप कर दे शायद. Yeah, I can't as a fan I can't do anything यार. तो just एंजाइटी तो रहती है लाइक मैच डे पे लाइक व्हेन नापोली इज प्लेइंग. आई एम अ नापोली फैन बाय द वे एंड नापोली जिस दिन खेलती है तो दिन भर एंजाइटी रहती है कि क्या होगा क्या होगा. Best thing is to just watch other games and see how other people in the like how other teams are performing. So Juventus Milan is a very spicy matchup. So let's see how it goes. क्रिकेट देखते हो योगेश भाई? थोड़ा बहुत देखता हूँ यार. नॉट अ लॉट बट आई डू वॉच. कोई इंटरेस्टिंग मैच चालू है क्या? इंडिया इज प्लेइंग समवेयर. आई डोंट नो. कॉन्टे अगेंस्ट हिज एक्स क्लब. एटलांटा इसकी एक्स क्लब थी. आई एम नॉट श्योर. Cool. So while we wait for other panelists to join, मैं screen share करता हूँ and let's go over the squad that has been announced. I hope you guys can see my screen. If you are not able to see my screen, let me know in the chat. So this is the lineups which both the coaches, Motta and Conceição, have announced. Fairly strong lineups here on both sides. Both sides are stacked up in similar formation 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. So let's look at the Juventus. Di Gregorio. We have McKennie playing as right back. Interesting. Like this signifies how much of injury issues Juventus have been facing this season. Then there's Gatti, Kalulu, Cambiaso in familiar roles. Locatelli, Thuram in familiar roles. Mbangula, Coop Miners, and Yildiz. Is in a hot form, man. And up front, Nico Gonzalez. Pretty strong lineup. I'm not sure how much better Juventus could have done this, but अगर Juventus की इतनी लंबी injury crisis नहीं रहती थी, likewise they would have a much stronger lineup on show as well. But this is a very good lineup, yeah. As for AC Milan, we have Maignan in the goal. Emerson Royal starts at right back. Tomori, Gabbia, Theo Hernandez, Fofana, Benacer, Musa, Reinders, Leao, Abraham up front. AC Milan are also missing quite a few big names. They could have. I just hope that these players give their best. Let's see. What else do we have? Who will win this match? I have not. So it looks like 1x bet is giving a high probability for a Juventus win. Then a Juventus draw and Milan winning would be an upset. Interesting. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? Like, what would be the scoreline of this match? And personally, my just before I'll give my prediction just before the kickoff. But until then, keep sending your what do you think? Like, how will this match end? Will it be a draw? Juventus win? AC Milan win? What and what scoreline? Keep sending that in the chat. Let's look at where do we look at the bench? Uh, yeah. So recently, last head-to-head happened in Super Copa in Saudi Arabia. Juventus were beaten over there, but Juventus are still unbeaten in the Serie. So that was, I guess, this was Conceição's first win, right? Yeah, this was Conceição's first win, very handsomely, and Milan went on to win the Super Cup. How can Yeah, and before that in the league game, it was a nil-nil draw. Especially a small thing which Calcio Charcha did for this fixture. Like in Mumbai, we had a in-person watch along for Milan versus Juventus, which was happening at San Siro. We did a live watch along in Mumbai. It was a very good meetup. A lot of Milan fans came in, a lot of Calcio, Serie A, Italian football fans came in. There were a few Juventus fans as well, but a little bit let down by Juventus fans because we know that there are many Juventus fans, but not a lot of them showed up on that day. So Juventus fan Calcio Charcha is a little disappointed from you. You should come out for our meetups more. So that's the lineup. Let's look at the bench. So Juventus subs who are available are Mattia Perin, Costa, Dusan Laue, which starts on the bench tonight, Fagioli, Timothy Weah on the bench, Douglas Lewis on the bench, Savona, and other folks. Yeah, Juventus are slowly and steadily recovering their players. That's what I can see from the bench. Milan subs available Calabria, Luka Jovic, Zeroli, Kamada. Milan have a very limited bench tonight. Let's see how this match pans out. It's looking to be a spicy fixture. What else do we have here? Top scorers for both teams. They are not starting. Pulisic is injured. Vlahovic is on the bench. So both of them are not starting this game. Let's look at the team form. Before the team form, let's look at the injury list. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So this is the players who are on on the bench, injured, suspended. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So these are the players who are out injured. Quite a long list here. It just I usually like मेरा ओपिनियन तो ये है कि people when teams meet they should be able to field all their strongest players on the field. जब कोई injured रहता है and they are not able to play the match for injury reasons, that bums me a lot here. It just it's a bummer. And what else we have? Let's look at the team form. So Juventus have been drawing a lot. They drew the last match against Atlanta, Torino, Juventus Milan. They got a win against Monza, Fiorentina के against भी draw हुआ था. So Juventus have been drawing a lot of their games. Milan, they have been in a decent form, I would say. Not great, not bad either. They picked up a win against Como, drew against Roma, won against Juventus, won against Inter, drew against Cagliari. Not bad, not bad. So this is the Juventus. Yeah. Cool. Time to take some comments. Let's see. We have bunch of comments here. क्रिकेट देखते हो योगेश भाई? यार अभी एज ए सेड थोड़ा बहुत देख लेता हूँ यार. इंडिया ऑल द वे. Conte against his ex club. I'm not sure if I understand this. यूवेंटस से पहले कॉन्टे वाज एट अटलांटा. Oh, I did not know that. Who who TF is Amongla? He's a very good player. You should follow him, Ravi. We have Gigi MU Webber in the house. Hey Webber, how are you? Yildiz should play more centrally. Yeah. Even I think so. Yildiz should play a little bit more towards the center. He has been working wonders down the flank, and I think the attribute, the profile of the player suits more. He will thrive more in a central position, more closer to the goal or more closer to his main striker. I think Yildiz position at that point would be much better. Hey, Vishesh is in the house. Hey, Vishesh. Hopefully, we get the win tonight. Surely, man. Ravi's dropping in some news. City-bound Cambiaso probably playing his last match today. Yeah, a lot of our news outlets have been saying that Cambiaso is being hunted by Manchester City. Not hunted, being pursued by Manchester City. Juventus apparently have got a big bid on their tables as well. But let's see. I know that the Guntoli, the Juventus sporting director, he made some comments on Cambiaso situation as well. So, but let's see how this situation develops. But definitely, there's something happening. Like it can very much be Cambiaso's last game in Juventus colors tonight. Mir is in the house. Hey Mir, how are you, man? Hopefully, no terrorist football. Yeah, the last Milan versus Juventus was a very drab nil-nil draw. But let's hope this is an exciting match for us to follow. Pulisic missing. Just give me a moment, guys. Hey Chindan, how are you, man? Sorry, guys. I had to run. Chindan, can you hear me? So we have Vishesh in the house saying Pulisic missing might hurt us. To be honest, yeah, definitely. Chat if anybody doesn't know Yogesh why he hates Juventus. I don't hate anyone, man. I don't hate anyone. Param says it's going to be a draw. Vishesh is predicting that it's going to be a 2-1 for Milan. We are all requesting Param bhai to stream पे आओ. योगेश भाई
What's up?
आपको कोई हे चिंतन how are you buddy?
Nervous times. Unfortunately, stream चालू नहीं हो रहा है मेरा टीवी पे यार.
क्यों क्या हो गया?
पता नहीं अचानक अचानक जीएक्सआर क्रैश हो गया टीवी पे.
GX and
मेरे को
fingers crossed मेरे लिए ठीक चल रहा है.
आई थिंक मेरे को वेब ब्राउजर पे टीवी पे जाना पड़ेगा शायद.
Uh,
तू किस पे टीवी पे देख रहा है कि उधर देख रहा है?
मैं तो मोबाइल पे देख रहा हूँ.
मैंने अभी चालू तो किया है मोबाइल पे फिलहाल. Tough game यार. It's no Pulisic is a big bummer for us. And if you go to see the injury list, योगेश, मिलान का काफी हेवी है.
Yeah, yeah.
Milan ka injury list is actually longer right now than of course Juventus have long term absentees,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, it's no comparison, but it's just the sorry state of affairs. The number of games जो बढ़ रहे हैं आजकल,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, it just says a lot, But let's hope for a good game actually. But क्या
Yeah,
लग रहा है
yeah.
योगेश? Early prediction क्या लग रहा है?
I'm thinking of a very tough Juventus win.
मेरे को भी यार
That's
पता नहीं आज लग रहा है वो डीजे जैसा बोला मुझे भी आज लग रहा है जुवेंटस माइट टर्न इट अराउंड बट देन अगेन यार इट्स एक चीज है फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एटलीस्ट फॉर द लास्ट 3-4 years ऐसा लग रहा है कि finally Milan are showing some consistency against Juventus. So
Mhm.
Juventus haven't found it very easy to beat Milan, regardless of how Milan has played. जो सबसे बड़ा
Yeah,
प्रूफ
yeah.
मिल गया था अपने को सुपर कोपा में that
Hmm.
regardless of how Milan played, we still ended up winning the game. But ऐसा लक योगेश हर बार नहीं मिलेगा. So it is going to be hard. But yeah, Juventus starting थोड़ा positively. Royal, of course, I should. Oh, nice. Uh, Royal is going to be so important for Milan today. Hopefully, he has a good game. Oh, counter, Tijani.
Nice.
Oh, Rafa Leao with his trickery. This is. We need, of course, Milan ke liye, of course, Tijani is going to be very important. Of course, you
Yeah.
expect, I think, Leao, he's up to his performance. I think Fonseca के बाद शायद वो थोड़ा लग रहा है. Forget all this nonsense about Juventus Milan. Address the real issue. Should vada pav cost more than 15 rupees? अरे भाई मैंने खाना चालू किया था अभी वड़ा पाव 5 रुपए का था सो कुछ बोल नहीं सकते मेरे लिए तो उतना ही होना चाहिए बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली है नहीं बट या गुड टाइम यार योगेश इज अ गुड टाइम ये फॉर सेरिया गेम 10:30 is a good time on
Yes,
a
yes.
Saturday.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
by the way, I know a lot of people must have gone for the Coldplay concert.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, Juventus Milan. DJ is in a Coldplay concert right now, missing
Nice.
the game. But I'm pretty much sure his heart is in his mouth right now. And I think उसने थोड़ा give up कर दिया यार. मतलब he's very frustrated Yogesh since the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
how they've been playing, how they're performing. So probably Yogesh क्या बोलते हैं डीजे might भी सोच रहा है कि मैं नहीं देखूंगा तो शायद यूवेंटस जीत जाए और ड्रॉ का सिलसिला खत्म हो जाए.
Definitely, yeah. Like I can understand, yeah. Like as a fan, we are so attached to our clubs, and हमारे mood depends on what our clubs do, right? तो वो अंदर से इतना pent up, like डीजे भाई का उस दिन हमने देखा, right? So much, he had so many things pent up, and वो एक blast उन्होंने वो stream पे किया. He had so many things for to say about Juventus. drop in form or whatever you want to say this season about this season. तो या
Yeah,
डेफिनेटली
it
आई
is.
थिंक तो थोड़ा सा उन्हें माइंड का वो रहेगा कि चलो आज देखता नहीं हूँ मैं, इम्पोर्टेंट मैच है तो
मैं
शायद जीत
एक्चुअली
जाएंगे.
हाँ वो है, लेकिन आई एम प्रीटी श्योर उधर नेटवर्क का इश्यू कैसा रहेगा पता नहीं है, बट या
या
दिस गोना बी अ गुड बैटल इन द मिडफील्ड यार. ये फोफाना needs to have a brilliant game, and of course as usual Fofana is that pillar for Milan, and
या
so Musa ko khila ke I think Juventus Milan are going for that extra bit of body in the middle, you know, thoda defensive खेल सकते हैं because without Pulisic not been there. Jimenez हो सकता था, लेकिन I think he didn't want to put it so attacking, तो शायद ये देखेंगे. द वर्स्ट पार्ट इज यार योगेश बेंच स्ट्रेंथ बहुत खराब है मिलान की, अनलाइक यूवेंटस की भी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, लेकिन एटलीस्ट लाइक टू लाइक थोड़े डिसेंट प्लेयर्स है. बट ऑफ कोर्स
या
उनकी हालत खराब है कि दे हैव टू प्ले मैकेनी ऑन द लेफ्ट, which is again not a very good thing, and he's been doing a fairly decent job playing on the left, but right now it has been coming from the left hand side only, जो रॉयल की साइड है. Juventus are attacking from that side predominantly. काफी बॉल यूवेंटस को दिखा है, मिलान को ऐसा लग रहा है काउंटर पे ही थोड़ा खेलना पड़ेगा.
या
बट यू नो ये सब मैच में क्या होता है, मोर और लेस हम लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि भाई मैच जैसा भी हो, इवेंचुअली कौन जीतेगा रिगार्डलेस, जितना भी बुरा खेल लीजिए. जैसे वो डीजे बोला था कि नो आई नो यूवेंटस डोमिनेटेड फॉर 70 मिनट्स इन द सुपर कोपा एंड 2 गोल्स एंड मिलान वन. 2-3 साल के बाद सब लोग भूल जाएंगे हाउ डिड दे प्ले, सबको स्कोर ही याद रहेगा.
या ट्रू ट्रू.
सो वो तो है यार. सो लेट्स होप. ओ कम ऑन यार,
एक हाफ अ चांस बना था अभी. ओ ओ ओ डी ग्रेगोरियो मेकिंग लाइफ डिफिकल्ट फॉर हिम.
हाँ बट लियाओ गिव अप यार, ही शुड हैव चेस्ड दैट, थोड़ा चेस कर देना था वो. मेरे को एक यील्डिस का बहुत डर लग रहा है यार, ही इज अ वेरी डेंजरस प्लेयर टू हैव.
मैं कमेंट्स लेते रहता हूँ. तो रवि सिंह, योगेश भाई, आपको कोई कवारा की पीएसजी जर्सी गिफ्ट करेगा तो उसका क्या करोगे? मैं उसे ओएलएक्स पे डाल दूंगा बेचने के लिए.
भाई वही
योगेश
यार.
भाई, you can troll. Ravi saying Marmoush bhai on the stream. No sound the stream. Let's go. Richie saying Walker का almost done deal है. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chinman, quickly thoughts on this Kyle Walker situation.
you know, it's okay, man. I'm happy with both. I would have been happy with Rashford more, but I'm happy, यार. Like राइट साइड पे इवेंचुअली तो यार रॉयल और कलाब्रिया है, एंड कलाब्रिया तो आई थिंक मोर और लेस योगेश द वे ही इज प्लेइंग इट लुक्स लाइक ही इज डन. आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट
Hmm.
मच फ्रॉम कलाब्रिया. सो आई
Hmm.
थिंक एक अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा. 34 का है, आई थिंक सेरिया में चल जाएगा. यू नो ही स्टिल वन ऑफ द फास्टेस्ट प्लेयर्स टिल लास्ट ईयर, ही स्टिल वाज वन ऑफ द फास्टेस्ट प्लेयर्स इन ईपीएल. दो इस सीजन
Yeah.
ही इज बीन वेरी ही मेड अ लॉट ऑफ एरर्स, बट मेरे को लगता है शायद चल जाएगा ईपीएल के अंदर. सो यू नेवर नो, आई बी हैप्पी यार. इवेंचुअली एक होता है कि वी वांट सम स्टेबिलिटी, सम एक्सपीरियंस. शॉर्ट टर्म फिक्स है. ओके, बॉल इन द बॉक्स. ओह, दैट्स अ गुड अटेम्प्ट बाय मंगुला. अच्छा यार, कर्लर था, कमिट कर दिया आई थिंक मिलान के प्लेयर्स. हियर लियाओ जस्ट आई थिंक गेव द बॉल लिटिल इजीली, ट्राइड टू नटमेग. Oh, well done, yeah. Yeah, that was a good cutback and a good, and of course, he's a good confident player. Yeah, Mbangula is a
Yeah.
good confident player.
Yeah. Yeah.
ये advantage होता है योगेश, if you have your under 23 game so strong, जो Juventus की team है, you do
Yeah.
end up getting lot of players who are ready. मिलान का एक आधा सीजन हुआ है, and Kamada you can see थोड़ा different लगता है tactically, थोड़ा better because you play better teams, you play in a proper league, physical league, so it makes a huge difference यार. I hope बहुत सारी Serie की teams ये करें, so that you know you have your young players who are ready to step up when needed. जैसे अभी योगेश पता है, we might not be able to buy big players, so we need young players coming from the youth team only to step up.
Yes. Yes.
कमांडा के पास बहुत होप्स है एक्चुअली मिलान की. मेरे को
Yeah.
सिर्फ कमांडा नहीं यार, मेरे पास 2-3 लोग हैं. एक बॉब मर्फी करके एक विंगर है यार, ही लुक्ड गुड. तो प्रेशर नहीं डालना चाहता है, लेकिन जेरोली करके है, a lot of hopes from him. I hope he turns out to be decent. Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Good.
and that's a reality for a lot of Serie clubs in general. Yeah, we cannot like we don't have that TV revenue money or the money coming in from your stadiums as well, for that matter. So big, like Manchester City are on a roll right now. Like they are spending so crazy, as Aditya Naik is pointing. तो फंड्स जब ट्रांसफर मार्केट में डाल नहीं सकते, then you have to grow your own players in your academies. So
It is sort of frustrating also. Yeah, like I know I'm not a City fan, and I don't want to sound like a little मैं रो रहा हूँ, बट कभी कभी लगता है कि ऐसा है, हाँ नहीं है तो 150 मिलियन डाल के सीधा दिसंबर में, मतलब नॉट इवन समर यार, मतलब इमेजिन अ
yeah,
लिटिल रफ पैच फॉर मैन सिटी एंड सीधा 150 मिलियन डाल दिया अंदर, and
yeah,
मरमुश ने ले लिया, and what happens is they spoil the market at times, I feel, because तुम एक प्लेयर का
definitely.
वैल्यूएशन इतना हो जाएगा, लाइक कैम्बियासो गोइंग फॉर 70-60 मिलियन, शायद अभी किसी और को सेरिया में या किधर भी किसी डिफेंडर को बेचना, वो 10 बार सोचेगी क्या नहीं है, वेट करते ना, कोई अच्छा प्राइस मिल जाएगा. एंड
Yeah,
पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, योगेश, यू बीइंग अ प्लेयर योरसेल्फ, हैविंग प्लेड, कितना प्रेशर आता है इतना हेवी प्राइस टैग के बाद,
yes, yes.
ओ ब्लॉक्ड राफा लियाओ, थोड़ा लाइवली लग रहा है लियाओ, नीड
Yeah,
दैट. हाँ,
बॉक्स में
ऐसा
एक्शन हो रहा है, I'm just happy with that. Yeah.
वो राफा लियो ऐसा कभी स्लाइड वाइड नहीं करता है, मैंने देखा नहीं उसको ये सब करते हुए.
कौन से सर से ऑर्डर आया?
सेइंग वी माइट नॉट बाय बिग प्लेयर्स लीग, अरे रैशफोर्ड और भाई सब भिखारी जैसे लोन डील्स मांग रहे हैं कि भाई उसका आधा वेजेस हम लोग नहीं देंगे, और वॉकर इज द टेल एंड ऑफ हिज करियर भाई, क्या अभी
Yeah.
वॉकर से होने वाला है, एमरसन रॉयल के साथ लाइफ लॉन्ग टिकना है अपने को. The funny part is Barcelona, Dortmund, Milan, all of them are telling United that pay half the wages. We're finding his half wages very expensive. मतलब just imagine his wage roll क्या है, मतलब that's a story of Serie. I know a few EPL fans, Yogesh, they were shocked what Kavra was earning, and वो लोग वही
Hmm.
बोल रहे कि यार हमारे पास एक दो सीजन भी आ गया होता है ऐसा 1-2
Hmm.
मिलियन में, मतलब peanuts.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't blame them यार, एक चीज है, I know people bash a few players also. ऑस्कर ने बहुत सही बोला था when he left Chelsea. He said that I know of course I want to win medals and everything, but eventually I will need money for my kids when I retire, because उनका करियर बहुत छोटा होता है. So they want to
Yeah.
make as much as they can. Of course nowadays they have a lot of financial managers who help them park their money and all. But अपने देखे
Hmm.
यार लोकेश कितने players bankrupt हो गए already, former
Yes,
players,
yes, yes.
including Ronaldinho की हालत कैसी खराब थी. We're talking about a Ballon d'Or winner, multi-million deals with different clubs, or eventually bankrupt. So I don't blame them at times कि कभी-कभी उनको वे पैसे के लिए चेस करना पड़ता है. And
Hmm.
Kavra, I think, he's from Georgia, yaar. It's not a very big country. So,
Yeah.
you want to make your name, you want to make your career. So, I don't blame them. But yeah, eventually, I think it's just the middle of the season was a very bad move. He could have gone to
Yeah.
any club he wanted, actually. He could have been a little
Yes.
more ambitious, I feel. Like, imagine Kavra going to Liverpool would have been deadly, actually, I feel. Like, imagine
Yeah.
Kavra at this Liverpool, titles भी मिलता, पैसे भी decent मिलते. Of course, not as much as PSG, लेकिन बहुत बड़ा फेम मिल जाता उसको.
Hmm.
कितना फैनफेयर मिल जाता उसको,
बट शायद उसे वहां पे स्टार्टिंग पोजीशन नहीं मिलती थी.
नहीं यार, कावरा अगर आता तो लुइस एनीवेज आज अभी लास्ट 10 मिनट्स किए सा खेला था लेफ्ट पे.
अच्छा.
ही केम ऑन, लिवरपूल वन इन द लास्ट 2 मिनट में 2 गोल मार दिए. बट या कावरा इज अ वर्ल्ड बीटर इवेंचुअली. आई थिंक उनके लिए स्पेस बना देते इवेंचुअली. आई फील सेटल हो जाता. मो साला को का भी सब चालू है.
Hmm.
They've done something or the other. So you can
But
never say यार.
Liverpool don't spend big, right? जैसे मानस and Nidhi bhai always tell us कि
नो
we
यार,
have.
देखो यार, डार्विन नूनेज के पे पैसे स्पेंड किए यार, 70-80 मिलियन डाले डार्विन नूनेज के पीछे भी. ऐसा नहीं है, नहीं
Oh,
करते, बट दे डोंट डू इट
yeah.
एवरी सीजन.
Hmm.
वही यार, अभी तो फिलहाल बहुत ही टफ बैटल चल रहा है.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing of Leao at least. Leao has been very unexpectedly mobile. काफी मूवमेंट दिख रहा है मेरे को उसका.
Hmm.
Oh, what a shot. Coop. Good shot, yeah. Look at that. Good collect, good take. Bullet, yeah. Not that far. Probably Juventus perspective, I think Juventus need Coop Miners to have a brilliant game actually. He's their क्या बोलते हैं, he's been अंडर फायरिंग बोल सकते हैं. आई डोंट लाइक टू यूज द वर्ड फ्लॉप सो अर्ली यार. हम लोग बहुत जजमेंटल हो गए हैं यार आजकल. बहुत
Hmm.
पेशेंस चला गया है. पहले एक एक सीजन तो कंपलसरी नए न्यू बाय प्लेयर्स को एक सीजन तो मिल ही जाता था. फॉर्जा
स्नेल आपको
मिलान,
हाय बोल रहा है, फॉर्जा मिलान.
भाई फॉर्जा मिलान, वी नीड ऑल द मिलान फैंस watching this game together and
So
अभी
Ravi
एक
with
सेकंड
his
ना,
colleague. Yeah,
एक
yeah,
सेकंड.
yeah. So Vishwesh is saying, "Bhai, I'm getting a feeling that we might get a win tonight. I don't know why." So Vishwesh is rooting for a Milan win. चिंतन भाई आपका नया लुक अलाइक आ गया है, मरमूश. जीएक्सआर को बोलो ये बीच में स्विगी का एड बंद कर. They gotta earn यार, they gotta earn. Cambiaso and Tomori last match for their respective clubs. Yeah, true. It can happen, very much likely. Coop needs to deliver flop signing till now. Yeah, you can say that. Aditya Naik is saying, भाई अपने match का time stamp बता दो. अपने match का time stamp बता दो. Yeah, it's 15:18 right now. 15 minutes into the game यार. 10:30 p.m. IST को start हुआ था. Coop Miners looks like McAllister. You were almost, yeah, you had a good chance. Chintan Bhai saying we may not buy big players while being like into Rashford Walker. True. To be honest, hardly any club has now money to spend because of PSR. I think you mean PSG. Yeah, true man. They have a market खराब कर देती है कुछ clubs with the money injection that they kind of do. सिटी यूजिंग द फुटबॉल ग्रुप कैम्बियोसो लेके गिरोना का लेफ्ट बैक बेच रहे हैं. दिस सीम्स सो रॉन्ग. या सो मिलान आर
हाँ
ऑन द
भाई.
अप. मिलान आर लिटिल बिट ऑन द अप. दे आर दे आर penetrating the box continuously यार.
एक्चुअली
पेनल्टी
वो
शाउट.
पीएसआर, आई थिंक वो जो पीएसआर ही बोला था, प्रॉफिट एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी
अच्छा.
रूल्स आ गए हैं.
ओह, ओके.
So yeah, I it is, but Vaibhav, it is very easy to manipulate that also with your how the club can what do you call it, pump in money. जैसे कोमो के ओनर्स इतना पंप नहीं कर पाएंगे कंपेयर टू सिटी फैंस. सो सिटी
यार
जैसे.
ये ऐसा
सो
है क्या?
देर आर रूल्स, प्रॉफिट एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी रूल्स है,
अच्छा. एफएफपी
फाइनेंशियल
हट गया?
रेगुलेशंस बेसिकली बोल. हाँ.
एफएफपी हटा दिया क्या?
नहीं मतलब पार्ट ही है, वैसा ही बोल सकता है. बेसिकली क्लब को अपने बुक्स बैलेंस करने पड़ते हैं, वो सब है. इट्स अ वेरी टेक्निकल इश्यूज है. सो
हम्म.
इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर अ कोमो टू बैलेंस एंड शो इनकम कंपेयर टू, लेट्स टेक फॉर एग्जांपल अ बॉर्नमथ, राइट. टीवी राइट्स और वो सब का थोड़ा इश्यू आ जाता है. सो पीएसआर इज, you have to show, you have to balance out your books eventually. That's why even a lot of new क्लब्स और जो नए ओनर्स है, कम ऑन. अरे यार क्या फालतू क्रॉस क्या किया है. आई डोंट लाइक क्रॉसेस व्हेन इट डज नॉट इवन क्लियर द फर्स्ट डिफेंडर, यू नो. इट इज,
या
कम ऑन यार. मिलान लुक अ लिटिल मोर अग्रेसिव, एटलीस्ट लग रहा
यस
है.
यस. हम्म.
थोड़ा
यूवेंटस वर
फिजिकलिटी.
कंट्रोलिंग द बॉल बट इतना गोल माउथ एक्शन नहीं हो रहा था यूवेंटस के लिए, बट दे डिड हिट द क्रॉस बार. बट मिलान के ज्यादा सॉर्ट ऑफ अटैक्स एंड हाफ चांसेस बन.
अटैक से ज्यादा मिलान इज लुकिंग अ बिट मोर फिजिकल बोल सकते हैं. दे आर यूजिंग देयर फिजिकल्स एंड लुक एट दैट बेनेसर विनिंग द फाउल ओवर देयर. दे आर
या
बीइंग अ लॉट फिजिकली इंटिमिडेटिंग, जैसे बोल सकते हैं, यू नो, जस्ट टू डिसरप्ट द प्ले. वो थोड़ा मोमेंटम उसको मिल सकता है. एंड विद प्लेयर्स लाइक लियाओ एंड ऑल, यू कैन ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्ट देम टू ईदर विन अ फाउल और a cheap penalty or something like that. So well done, Musa, Benesar. ऐसी गेम में you need a Pulisic यार, and that's what Milan are so reliant on Pulisic and Leao right now. So अपने
Yeah.
मिलान योगेश के unfortunately कोई भी राइट विंगर्स अवेलेबल है, चुक्वेजी भी नहीं है और ये भी नहीं है, एंड ओकाफोर नहीं है, so there is no support for. Oh, come on Tijani.
It was a
This is
good chance.
a very typical Tijani move. This is he runs in the box and that beautiful cutback he does. But sometimes cutback में वही problem होता है, you lose your own momentum at times. This is what happened with him. See, you go a little further. This is what happened, I guess, with Tijani. What a beautiful player, यार. What a beautiful player to watch. What aesthetically pleasing है Tijani. I like Kefren Turum also from Juventus. थोड़ा settle हो जाएगा तो बहुत ही अच्छा हो जाएगा. He looks like he's a good player. A corner for Milan. Corner has always been. Milan used to did well in corners under Fonseca. अभी थोड़ा system वापस change हो गया है. New manager comes in, थोड़ा set pieces सब change हो जाते हैं with the new coaches coming in and all. Let's see what comes out of this corner. I hope at least it's either on target or. Oh, oh, God, that's a corner. Good move.
चिंतन भाई आपका टाइम स्टैम्प क्या है?
मेरा है एक किधर गया यार, अभी तो नहीं दिखा रहा है, कुछ टाइम ही नहीं आ रहा है मैच का. एक सेकंड. टिजानी वो फोफाना को भी एक्चुअली कॉर्नर नहीं था मेरे को लग रहा है.
मेरा 20 मिनट्स है.
20 हो गया मेरा. नहीं, मेरा 20 हुआ है जस्ट.
अच्छा.
ओके, मैं रीस्टार्ट करता हूँ ना तो ज्यादा हो जाएगा. come on, gotta take such chances. कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Good move, good set pieces. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. That's a bad miss. That
Free
should
header.
have been a goal. Free header tha. That should have been a goal. What a miss, yeah. Like end-to-end good chances created, but this should have been a goal, by the way. Milan got lucky there. This should have been a goal. Open header usually miss नहीं करते, center backs especially.
Yeah, center backs.
Good in the air. यार ये सच्ची है, स्विगी के एड्स थोड़े हैं जो पॉपअप्स होते हैं. It is a little pissing off. I just hope we end up not regretting these misses. Good to see Cambiaso start at least. Yeah, it's he's been linked away, so it's a very difficult situation to be in. Oh, good period of play for Juventus right now. Keeping the ball at least. Rotate I always feel like जब भी momentum आपके पास है, you should always keep the ball, keep knocking the ball around. Hold करो, ऐसा है तो पीछे दे दो वापस. So what happens is the opposition are forced to be pushed out of their. अभी जो मिलान काफी comfortably पीछे बैठी है, if they do rotate the ball nicely, Milan might be able to get any चलो कास्ट किया मैंने. चल भाई, आज कास्ट भी नहीं हो रहा है यार.
यार जीएक्सआर मेरे लिए भी थोड़ा सा ग्लिच तो कर रहा है.
हुआ फाइनली कास्ट हुआ. हाँ फाइनली हो गया. Seeing Kalulu in a Juventus jersey is difficult still.
म्यूट कर दो चिंतन भाई आपका टीवी.
हाँ. चल यार, good passage. But यही हो रहा था. Unfortunately, Juventus needs to know when to convert these chances.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Oh. McKennie has been amazing for Juventus since he's been playing and as a defender for them.
Hmm.
Uh, Cook minus to
And
that
coaches
too.
always like such kind of players, yeah. Ki, given the squad situation that they are in, players' ki ability in playing different roles is very key for them, and especially for a coach like Motta.
Yeah, man, this is very frustrating. I
Yeah,
chasing
that's why
shadows.
it's losing out Cambia so mid-season, where Motta is a bit under fire. I think it's going to hurt them in the long run.
Oh, nice. Good move, good run. Thiago, don't stop running. Oh, too much. Good attempt, too much, little too much for Coop over there. Good move, inverted win backs coming in. It's always good to see that. थोड़ा
Yeah,
दिख रहा है, but this is the story of the game so far. Juventus with the ball right now, pushing for a
yeah,
goal. Pretty
Motta
similar to
also
what,
applauding that move.
yes, pretty similar to what happened at in the Super Copa 2. Milan will have to hold on. They will get their chances. आएंगे chances for sure. That's the beauty about football, right? Although you're never out of the game. Even a 1-0 scoreline, it's never enough.
Yeah,
Emerson Royal versus Cambiaso. एक ईपीएल छोड़ के सेरिया, एक सेरिया छोड़ के ईपीएल जा रहा है. मेरे को चांस मिलेगा, मैं उसको कैम्बियासो के साथ फ्री दे दूंगा. रॉयल को कैम्बियासो के साथ फ्री डबल यूवेंटस मिलान ऑफर. दोनों क्लब से एक एक ले लो. नो यार, बट वो गाय गेट्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्लैक. योगेश, उसको बहुत मिलता है बिकॉज वो अभी हो गया है वैसा, जैसे वेरी
yeah.
सिमिलर टू मगवायर एट यूनाइटेड. लेकिन ही इज इन दैट बैड एज ही नॉट बीन दैट बैड. बट यार उसकी जो एज के हिसाब से योगेश, उसकी पेस ही नहीं है कुछ मैच में. लाइक ही इज
Hmm.
नॉट दैट फास्ट. ये क्या किया लिया ने.
Luckily, ball मिलान को ही मिला वापस.
Come on, Theo. This is what I need to see from Theo.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, yaar. Gotta finish those. Gotta finish those. Oh, come on, come. अरे उठ जाना भाई यार.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Juventus on the counter. Ah.
Oh, how many chances, yaar. Come on. Nico
End to
actually
end stopper.
should have held the ball a bit more, I feel. थोड़ा. Oh, can't see Tijani down, man. Good move by Milan. Good give and take. Theo held the ball pretty nicely. Looked up. Oh, Leao, what a chance that was. Yeah, what a chance. Tijani यार उठ जाता तो शॉट मिलता और एक चांस मिलता. देख. Good save, Di Gregorio. Good save that was.
Hmm. And you saw the ball pretty late as well.
हाँ, we were blocked. Had Tijani gotten up now, I'm not saying he's acting or I'm not saying he might not be injured. But I'm not a big fan of the players staying down
Yeah, when the
when
ball
there's
is
a
in
counter
action.
attack. I know you're sticking to your play, acting like you're injured, but your team needs you get up and start running, And had Tijani
Hmm.
just even gotten up, I know he might be injured. Laga hoga. It looks like he's injured because he doesn't seem to be that kind of a player who will stay down for no reason. But
Hmm.
come on, yaar. Good game, yaar. Good game. Both teams got good
Uh,
chance.
थोड़ा सा both teams are, I think, taking it a bit cautious now. इतना
हाँ हाँ,
flurry of
वो
action.
ऐसे मिलेगा. फर्स्ट हाफ है इसलिए शायद सेकंड हाफ में आई थिंक दे विल गो एट इट. अभी देखना दो चांसेस दोनों टीम को. both the teams should have scored, I feel. Leao also should have
Yeah,
scored
yeah.
that one. And Ghati to definitely should have scored that. Ghati, huge miss. And of course, a good corner also by Milan before that, जो Tijani का shot block हो गया था. Look at that. I think here Nico could have held on to a ball a little more. Tomori was there to block it. Good for Royal भी अच्छा था, cover कर लिया उसने, just to not give him any more chance. But I think Nico could have pulled the ball back. You can see behind there is Coop, I think running down. He's empty. Inexperienced बोल सकते हैं ये शायद. Should have done better, Nico over there. But yeah, good to see Leao playing this way. Yeah, very mobile, very versatile today. At least moving up and down, coming in the middle. And ye Swayam Tavade, guys, what is this Motta unbeaten? Yes, Swayam, he's unbeaten in the league actually. He's at 20 games versus 7 wins and 13 draws. So yeah, he's unbeaten, but they've dropped a lot of points from a winning position as well. So it is still an unbeaten. बोल सकते हैं, you can still call them unbeaten yet. They are still unbeaten actually. बोल सकते, there's no two ways about it. Yeah, they've lost in the Champions League, and they lost, of course, Supercoppa to Milan, and they lost in the Champions League. So yeah, Stuttgart I think beat them. Yes. So unbeaten in Serie A, yes. Aditya, ये हो सकता है. ये हो सकता है the way currently things are going, and we have Kostub with us. Kostub, yeah, it's a pretty interesting start to the game. Both the teams should have scored, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. And I've seen like good link up from Juve in the final third.
Yeah, but I think Nico should have held the ball a little longer, I feel.
Yeah.
And how did Gatti
counter-attack chance, no?
Yeah, how did Gatti miss that header? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a centre back, it's unbelievable. But yeah, what I was just talking about, Kostub, are you seeing this? I'm very happy to see how Leao has been so mobile. He's been moving, coming in the centre. He's been very involved in the game. Yeah, I've never seen this side of Leao. So
I think Leao ka a lot of time it's a confidence game as well.
No, but still, he sticks left flank more or less. He's coming down the centre also. Where what a chance Milan had also to score. Yeah, the great corner also. So I think pretty decent game till now. Yeah, both the teams don't want to lose. Also, you can see that from that approach.
Yeah.
But it's a first half. I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't blame them because at this point both of them are chasing top 4. So both the teams would not want to.
Plus, it's like if this was Allegri, this was a definite 0-0. It can still be 0-0 because it's Motta and it's Juventus after all. But it feels like they want to win this game. Allegri ke under kya hota tha? You could easily see कि they will be very happy with the 0-0.
Drop the anchor बोलते ना, drop the anchor ऐसा.
Yeah. Like people compare Motta to Allegri. I know it's a joke, but it's criminal to compare them. To be very honest.
Slight tackle.
Yeah.
Is it clean?
Clean tackle.
Yeah.
He got the ball. No, he didn't actually.
No, he did not.
नहीं था, foul था?
Foul था. Looked like he got the ball, but I would like to give that much leeway to a defender. Yeah, I think the game is very difficult for a defender now. You can't minutely scrutinize this. Penalty बोलेंगे तो मैं तो भड़क जाऊंगा भाई, ऐसा penalty नहीं चाहिए तो.
Outside the ball तो वार नहीं होगा.
हाँ, but yeah, it's okay, man. You can get a defender can get that much leeway. Yeah, it was a good Gatti. He would have lost on pace when it comes to Theo. But yeah, I'm very happy with Kefren. He's integrated pretty decently. Get much better with time, I feel.
Injuries I guess when he started off, he was not fit as such.
They need another ideally speaking, I feel a full form में Fagioli would be brilliant for them. They need a player like that, I feel.
I'm so annoyed that clubs make their decisions on the basis of finances. The Fagioli is a completely financial decision. It's not a tactical decision. अगर आप Motta को chance दोगे, he will 1,000% keep Fagioli.
Yeah.
Juventus का एक अच्छा chance, half a chance.
Okay, well done. Milan did well in the box, but clear the
Yeah.
ball. I always feel I don't understand this whole logic of playing out of the box at times. Be old school, just hoik the ball, just kick the ball away from the box. Yeah, that is what I feel Milan should do. Yildiz has been pretty decent. उसका involvement बहुत अच्छा है game में. I like when a player is so mobile. That was the only problem when it came to Leao, that he always stuck to his own wing. That's why I like Pulisic. Pulisic likes coming down in the middle, and that's why I feel he's a big.
Yeah.
And you can see Milan are lacking the right hand side. They attack कोई right से आ ही नहीं रहा है. Kostum, Yogesh, तू देखोगे they are always trying to manufacture an attack from the left, which might be very easy for a manager like Motta to deal with.
So we have a good comment. Jing Sang says, hope Yogesh Bhai is doing good. The reality of Kivicha leaving might be kicking hard. Cheer up, bro. Yeah, man, it's all out of my system now. Thanks for this.
We have to live with that, yeah, Nami.
Yeah.
My first experience of this so-called financial turmoil with Milan, बोल सकते हैं, happened way back when Sheva left 2006. Huge deal by Roman, and I know one thing that time. Costo कुछ rumors say that Mourinho didn't want him, but he was Roman's friend. Sheva was Roman's friend, and of course, a Ballon d'Or winner. What a save!
What a save, man.
Again, this Yildiz again.
Yes.
Oh, slipped by Nico, I think. But yeah,
there is a pattern. If Juve play against a team that presses high, Juve play well. Yeah. If they play against a deep block, they don't play well.
Listen,
they can't break them down.
Listen, that's a story for Milan since the past 4-5 years, I feel.
Yeah.
Same with corner to Juventus. I've been disappointed by Juventus' set pieces this season because, ideally speaking, original Juventus जो कॉस्टो हम लोग योगेश बोल सकते थे, they were beasts when it came to set pieces. That is how they grinded some of their 1-0 victories also at times. I still remember Capello time pe, it was a given at times with Cannavaro and all in the box, Cameronese with his corners and clear, I think goal kick Kalulu. It's still अजीब. I think Milan player शायद भूलना चाहे Kalulu को पास ना कर दे बॉल को.
The replay में it shows it was not a clean tackle.
It was not a clean.
Ball बहुत दूर है. Ball was not even in the picture.
But I think Theo leaned into him.
Commit
नहीं किया था. So fair enough. I feel that's not a foul. Gatti ने बहुत.
He didn't go down cleanly either. Theo थोड़ा went down in a weird way.
I think his reputation precedes him. I think his reputation precedes him. Theo ka reputation is pretty much of a diver over there. Like I think everyone knows that. So. And I was just discussing it with Yogesh Kostu.
Wow, what a majestic ball carrier. क्या carry कर रहा है? Who manufactured a chance?
Yeah.
Literally almost half the pitch उसने carry करा.
Yeah. Again, this is very worrying for Milan, over a period of time. I think Conceição will be looking at it. Look at that midfield. I think that is why he's desperately asking for a midfielder. Because Fofana, kitna karega? He needs a two number 8s playing for him right now. And
who should they get? Ricci, Friendrup. I know you'll say Ricci, but apart from him.
Ricci nahi. If you ask me, I'll take Friendrup immediately, right now. I've been his fan since the time he's come to Genoa. I really liked how he played. Had a brilliant game against Milan also. So right now, Ricci also, you have to be reasonable. Cairo बेचने वाला system है. Get Friendrup. He can be a decent bench player also for us. By the looks of it, if you've been observing, Benacer ka passing is still great, but you see physically he's lacking now. He can't. He's getting beaten.
I think I mentioned पहले भी कि his main asset was turning. He could evade the press. When your hamstrings are gone, जो उसके साथ हुआ है, you are scared to turn against the press. So it's a mental thing as well.
Look at that title-winning season, and even after that, he was at times behind compared to this guy. क्या बोलते हैं? Kessie. सब लोग बोले Kessie was a DM. No, he was not. Kessie was quite attacking that way. Benacer used to orchestrate the play from behind, stringing those
Yeah.
passes. अभी 2 बार देखा था half line पे Benacer tried to outrun Thuram, and it was very easy for Thuram to win the ball back. So I feel Milan needs someone to replace him now. You can see he's done. Probably I think this season last होगा उसका. He's a good player to have again.
I thought he was gone in the summer as well. वो तो हमें पता है that entire saga.
He should have ideally been sold. We could have got a Manu Kone right now, and Costo Milan season would have been very different. Kone and Fonseca Milan season would have been very different. So, in hindsight, I'm a big fan. हम लोग ने जो वो stream किया था ना योगेश, जब भी हम लोग मिले थे Costo, उसमें I was asked one of the guys if Fonseca leaves, who do you want? And I had said if he leaves, I would not want him to leave mid-season. I would hope we get Conceição. So ideally, I always wanted him because you need that grinta. You can see how Milan are playing right now. I don't see any tactical change. I don't see much of a tactical change, but I like how Milan are playing with grinta. So I think a Manu Kone would have been different. But again, that is just management's, not just Milan management. Costume, you see it across the globe. Yeah, these managements, बहुत difficult है इन लोगों को. They can't deal with these things. So yeah, man, it is just so weird because last day पे we were planning to sell him. Manu Kone apparently Gladbach में सबको बोल दिया था I'm going to Milan, and Roma swooped in.
Even beyond that, Yacine Adli का जो move था, I thought he was forced out as well. वो very weird. He's been decent at Fiorentina.
Yadli के तो बेचारे को things have always been against him. I feel यार बेचारा जब से आया है he's been sidelined. I don't know why. Could have been better than Benacer. I'm a huge Benacer fan. It's very hard for me to accept it, but I can see it on the pitch right now. Not the same player.
If you think about it, that window where they signed Adli, De Catalara, same window में ही आया था. That window has almost gone to waste.
Of course.
I see nothing from it now. उस time का कोई है क्या squad में? दो तो नहीं है. De Catalara and Adli are not there.
Musa we got the year after. No.
Musa came later.
Musa, Pulisic, RLC सब next year आए बाद में.
What a weird window.
Yeah.
How about this comment, guys?
Mac from a top. Mac कौन? McAllister.
What is Mac?
Mac कौन है?
I guess it's McAllister. Yeah.
McAllister. McAllister already. I think he's pretty highly rated right now. Also, yeah. No one denies it. I think he's a great player. I rate McAllister higher than Enzo right now. By the way, I'm not that. I don't.
Easily.
I'm not saying I don't. I don't. Western McKennie.
Oh, acha Western.
McKennie. I thought McAllister. No. It's very funny. He's a very hard-working player actually, and every season, Naman, it's very funny. Every season he's linked with a move outside. So we also don't know what is mental.
If he had not denied the move, वो अभी Aston Villa में होता. So he wanted to stay. It's different. Ki reason could have been the money on offer and everything, but he literally was loaned out to a championship club as well, which is Leeds now. The Premier League में थे, but they got relegated months later, and he's come back from all that. Plays every position. So goalkeeper बना देंगे.
Which he's not been that consistent enough. So, his versatility. Yeah, Naman he's versatile, but again not very appreciated, right? Because kuch to hai, he's still there, but there's something, right? Naman every season he's been rumored to a link in the hopes of getting, and I feel good chance, good cross. Mbangula is having a good game. No, it was not.
Yeah.
Has anyone noticed कि Nico का hold up and link up is far better than Vlahovic? You can see it.
But it's much better. But I feel his decision making is poor in the box. I think it comes with experience. I think वो experience से आएगा. Yeah. So coming to Western, I feel Kosto कुछ तो होना चाहिए when every season you're linked outside. Your mental state is pretty bad. That you have to start giving your best. I think again, even if next season he's linked abroad, after giving your best, playing left back, right back, whatnot, and then you're still linked as a player, it is very demotivating. So, exactly.
It's like Juve ka this na ki they have put finances over on pitch decisions. तो they are lucky कि McKennie actually रह गया, and McKennie said कि I don't want to go to Aston Villa and I want to stay at Juve due to whatever reason. You look at Miretti. Miretti had a really good game against Roma yesterday. Dean Hodgson played very well for Bournemouth today. You have so many players. Even apna Rovella. Rovella is what a player. What
Yeah,
a regista at his age. So these three are former Juve players who they had to sell for the money purposes. वो मैकेनिक को भी बेच रहे थे for purely that. And the fact that उसने ना बोला, that's why he's there. Juve were ready to sell him.
Yep. Milan's finally creating something down the right line. Right lane.
I'm excited about Kyle Walker. मजा आएगा. No, not the person that Kyle Walker is, we know, but the player. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, Milan are signing Kyle Walker. He's a bad player." Brother, it can't get worse than Calabria. This guy Emerson, and then
Yeah.
Adha Tutawa Florenzi. So Yogesh, I'm surprised कि Conte did not want Walker because आज Italian press में report आया है कि Conte has doubts over Danilo. And Danilo का position and Walker का position slightly क्या very similar. So I'm actually surprised कि try भी नहीं करा.
No, even I don't want. I'm not a fan of that transfer link here. Not a fan of Danilo coming to Napoli.
और पता है क्या? I feel Danilo is still a very decent player. पता नहीं, could be unpopular opinion. He's still a very very decent player. वो Conte के अंडर खेल जाएगा. He'll do well under Conte. This is another financial decision from Juve. वो बस they want to make money off the sale. I know वो free agent as a free agent जाएगा, but वो wages free करना चाहते हैं. To sign another player, maybe Tomori आएगा to accommodate the same wage. So I feel it's another financial decision, not a tactical decision. Because this season वो उतना बुरा नहीं खेला है. He's not been that bad कि उसे बेच दो.
Yeah.
So don't be
So that's
surprised
it for half
कि वो
time.
ठीक खेले.
So Naman is asking, will Andrea leave? Cambiaso, right? I think
अच्छा हो.
I think he's on the way out here. Even though he has started this game, given the financial offer that Juventus have got for him, I think he'll leave.
I somewhat feel कि वो he will stay till the summer. क्योंकि Juve का asking price is 80 million. And 80 million, I don't think City will pay that. And summer में they will talk about interest from Real, Bayern. That is when he leaves for a 70 के round वाला fee. अच्छा हाफ टाइम हो गया क्या? मेरे में हाँ कुछ 30 seconds behind. और क्या comments है? Let's take the comments as well.
Yeah. I think सारे comments हमने ले लिए हैं. Jingsang was saying Chintan by holding his future fears.
About?
Shubdeep is in the house. Hey Shubdeep, I would love to see Zeroli play tonight. Yeah. Aditya says, imagine Juventus unbeaten whole season but still finishing out of top 4. Yeah, that will be a sight.
I've thought about that. और ये पता है legitimately हो भी सकता है.
Yeah. At least half of the season has half season में तो हो गया है. Full season में देखते हैं.
Well, if you know by XG numbers, Juve का XG while attacking, मतलब उनका अपना XG is probably 10th. Bang mid table. XG conceded, may they are top 3. So do not be surprised कि वो unbeaten रहे.
The Allianz
Do you
Stadium
think?
is looking quite nice here with all the lights and stuff.
Very good question, actually. I feel it's Isak. Much more complete. I think to me, Isak is, how do I put it? I won't say complete. I won't call he is complete, but there is more to him. He's very off the cuff, which means he's instinctive, unpredictable.
Hmm.
Gyökeres is more of a goal threat. Isak can play on the left as well, by the way. So he's versatile, very off the cuff. He's complete as well. Scores, if he goes to the Portuguese league, he might as well score as many as Gyökeres does. May disrespect nahi kar raha. I'm just saying that it's sometimes tough to translate your goal scoring ability from the Portuguese league to La Liga or Premier League or Serie A. So to me, Isak is top 5 center forwards in the world right now, and he's
Yeah.
younger as well, by the way. Uska the only problem is injuries. वो ही रन्स, जैसे हम योगेश देखा था ना ओसिमन का, वो इतना
Hmm.
डिस्टेंस कवर करता है, इतना ही इज लाइक अ रबर बैंड. If you
Hmm.
pull him from this side, he will go that side, but he can break as well. So Isak ka
Yeah.
the only concern is that. तो वही है. I feel it's Isak, but Gyökeres is not bad. So, and Isak is very high octane, which is what Flick likes. Gyökeres is
Hmm.
not as, he's more of a positional striker. Isak is, he can run around, press high up the pitch, be versatile. वो left wing पे होगा कभी कभी right पे होगा, links up very well. So I think it should be Isak, but again it's Barca, हम Barca की बात कर रहे हैं, तो will they be able to afford it? We don't know.
Cool. Cool, guys. If you have any other questions or anything that you would like us to discuss, answer, keep on sending your questions in the chat. Yeah, happy to pick them up. Half time ho gaya hai. We
Hmm.
have seen a very packed with action half. Like it was not shy of goal mouth action. Kafi action hua. I think it's just a matter of time before one of these teams scores a goal. So for both teams, it was good. Who do you feel had a better half, Costa? Milan or Juventus?
I would say Juve, but it's very knife's edge, yeah, very balanced. Because I
Hmm.
feel both teams should have scored, but
Yeah.
I think अभी जब चिंतन भाई थे तो हमने बोला था कि, like we pointed out that when Juve play against a team that presses high, they play much better. ये last season भी था for when Bologna had Motta in charge.
Hmm.
There is a bit of a fundamental problem in Motta when it comes to breaking down your back defenses. So I
Yeah.
think the उनको काफी help मिल रही है कि Milan are trying to press high up the pitch, but the minute say Milan score, the game will
Hmm.
change.
Hmm.
That is when Juve will have to deal with the deeper block. अभी Milan are
Yeah.
like higher block, mid block, low block उतना आ नहीं रहा. So it is
Yes. Yes.
easier for Juve to play against that. और if you notice, कूप माइनस भी इस मैच में थोड़ा सा डीप आ रहा है. He's not playing in that hole constantly. वो थोड़ा डीप आ रहा है. तो
Hmm.
I guess उसमें बिल्डअप में भी काफी हेल्प मिल रही
Hmm.
है. So yeah, I guess Juve just slightly, but again, जैसा मैंने बोला, both could have scored. Could have easily been 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah. So Shivam is in the house. Hey Shivam, how are you, man? Good to have you. Rupinder saying, pointing out that Juventus
Yeah.
had 68% position. Yeah, definitely. Shravan says, why Juventus sold Dean Husa? Thoughts on this,
So
Costa?
ये हम लोग काफी इंटरनली बात करते हैं about Dean Hodgson कि they sold him on, but I guess it was a purely financial decision. अभी जैसे मुना मिरेटी का loan fee also they wanted. If people don't know, Cambiaso was also initially loaned out. The
Hmm.
70 million player we are talking about, he was loaned
Hmm.
out to Bologna where he played under Thiago Motta for I
Yeah.
guess half a season, yeah, some months. So Juve do that a lot. Do not. And abhi we know Fagioli. Fagioli is also being moved on. Samuel Illing Jr. was moved on when he was very decent under Allegri.
Hmm.
Enzo Barnechea was very good at Frosinone and he was sold on. So it's not a new thing for Juve. वो जितने भी next gen के players आते हैं, they just sell them on. It's a financial game basically. अभी we look at Vlahovic. Um, he will be sold. To be very blunt, he should be sold as well, I guess. But it's a financial decision because Vlahovic, I think, is the highest earning player in Serie A.
Yes, 12
And
million
he's
euros.
and he's not scored more than 20 goals in Serie A since joining
Hmm,
Juve in one
hmm,
season.
yeah,
And if you're earning jitna bhi, whatever the wage is, kitna bola 18 के around, no?
12.
Acha, 12. Utna if someone's earning, there is an expectation कि you score over 20 goals. And uska
Yeah.
contract is running out in kitna 26, I think. So this
Hmm,
summer is the best time to sell him. Chiesa was the same. So Juve make a lot of financial decisions, जो कि I guess is important in Serie A, but you let Huijsen go. You watch him play, he's a Rolls Royce. He's 6'5". He moves like he's a winger, and he wears those gloves as well, which make him ऐसा लगता है कि he's a number 10.
yeah,
The amount of balance on the ball,
yeah.
you can't let a player like him leave.
So Shivam is pointing out that I don't think there's a lot
Yeah,
of problem in selling, but not getting apt to replacement of them could hurt Bianconeri and the Motta system.
I
True,
agree.
man.
वही अभी जैसे क्वारा is gone,
Yeah.
you get a random player जो कि नहीं खेल सकता. अब जैसे last season, say hypothetically,
Hmm.
last season you guys had Lindstrom and you had Hamid Traore. वो
Hmm.
डायरेक्ट रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं थे, बट यू सॉ व्हाट हैपेंड. ऑल्दो रीजन वो नहीं था, उनकी एबिलिटीज नहीं थी, बट
Hmm.
नाटान केम इन टू रिप्लेस किम.
Yeah.
आई हैव अ
That's
फीलिंग डे लॉरेंटेस विल डू द सेम.
it.
वो
No, Kim Min
ही
Jae
नॉट
will
बाय
Nakan
गानाचो, ही
whatever
नॉट
he.
बाय एंडोय.
Yeah.
वो लो की लेगा,
Yeah. Like
विच इज व्हाई.
Koulibaly left, and Kim Min Jae came in.
हाँ,
That he,
किम का
Min
फी
Jae
वाज
was
टू
also
लो.
a pretty unknown quantity at back then,
हम्म.
but he
ये
struck gold with that deal.
वही शिवम इज राइट दैट इफ you're selling Cambiaso, get a player who I personally believe you can replace any player on earth, even if it's
Yeah.
Messi. You can replace any player on earth. Messi maybe थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया. Messi is different. ठीक है. My point is, you can replace, if there are 100 players, you
Hmm.
can replace 99 of them.
Hmm.
One I left out is Messi.
Yeah.
Maybe उसको भी structure के through replace कर सकते हैं. If
Yeah.
Cambiaso leaves, you can sign a player who's like that.
Hmm.
But if you don't, if you sign उस पैसे से you go out there and sign, I don't know, Tomori or कुछ भी, anyone, कुछ भी हो,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
is not a player like Cambiaso, who does not fit the setup, no point.
Yeah.
You're wasting 80 million.
Shubdeep has a good question. Do you guys think Santiago Jimenez can come to Milan next season? I mean, last time there was a last minute
Hmm.
attempt to sign him.
I honestly feel he could have gone to Nottingham Forest last summer. Uh, I feel he's been pushing a lot. Like, I cover the Dutch press a lot. I look at whatever's going on with Jimenez in the Netherlands. So it is
Mm-hmm.
very clear that he and his agents are trying to get a big move. And
Mm-hmm.
he wanted the Nottingham Forest move as well. I think it was his club who rejected the offer.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted the move. He still wants it. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess finances का case होगा. It's not about the intention. Can Milan pay the fee, whatever 30 plus का asking price? It comes down to that because we know Milan signed Morata last summer. They could have signed Jimenez himself. It was about money. So, and I guess Serie A it's always about the money,
Yeah.
basically. So if Milan were in a better financial situation, ले लेते, no question about it. But again, Premier League clubs interested हैं, so you can't compete with them financially. So you might have to settle for a younger player. Kamada is obviously there, so
Allianz Stadium का montage दिखा रहा है. I'm kind of liking that, even though I'm
hmm.
a Napoli fan, but it's a good stadium.
ADL अगर स्ट्रीम देख रहा होगा कल कॉल करेगा कि ये क्या बोल रहा है.
Deepen is pointing out that Atleti finally drops point to Leganes in the league. Leganes wins 1-0. Hmm. You're following?
No. मैंने just देखा. I didn't know.
अच्छा.
No, I'm wearing an Atletico jersey doesn't mean I watch their matches. मैं ऐसे ही बोल रहा था. I'm just wearing it ऐसे ही.
Cool guys. We'll be starting off with the halftime अब just खत्म ही होने
Any
वाला है.
subs? कुछ subs की news आई क्या?
नहीं अभी तक तो नहीं आई है.
I think
If you have
करना
any
भी नहीं चाहिए
questions
unless there's
before
an
the
injury.
match starts, let us know in the comments. Yeah.
Hmm.
Your thoughts on the match so far? How do you think? Like half a match is gone. We are still at 0-0. What are your predictions for the next half? Is there a goal in this match, or who will score? Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Naman is saying thoughts on Isak and Motta system.
Firstly, I don't think you have the money to get
Yeah,
Isak. They might as well get Isaac Newton for free. उससे अच्छा मतलब
I think
he
there is
will
some
suit them a
option
lot,
on the bench.
honestly, because we know Motta likes link up forwards, which Vlahovic is not. Zugzi
Hmm,
is. Isaac is a link up forward. At Newcastle, you see him rotating positions, linking up. So he fits the system a lot, but Pasa wise, no chance. No chance.
hmm.
You have to sell 3 major players to sign him because I think he's a 100 million footballer.
Shivam is saying Atleti had like a million chance in the first half, but all crossbar. Yeah, man, it happens. Sometimes
Hmm.
the ball not wants to go in. We have Bianconeri, Thuram Coop minus एकदम वाहियात players है. Passing एकदम फुद्दू है. Yeah, man, not on song. Definitely not in the form that they have been. I am seeing some action on the bench. I think Timothy Weah is going to come on.
Hmm. याद है यूवे नापोली में भी टिमोथी वेया came on at halftime for Vlahovic
Yeah.
because Motta wanted better link up. I'm interested to
Hmm.
see किसकी जगह आएगा. Is it an injury? Or maybe he wants him to play center forward, Nico on the right instead of false nine. Because he has played Vea as a number 9 Champions League में Serie A.
Yeah. Newcastle has a
No.
lot of money. Sell Dusan plus Fagioli plus some cash. Naman wants to do some transfer market operations.
This is for who?
Sell Dusan plus Fagioli plus some cash
Acha, for Isak.
for his.
But फिर Isak what? Newcastle has a lot of money. Isak's transfer depends only on him. But yeah, वही बात है. Juve can't pay the money. If a
Yeah.
Serie A club talks to a Premier League club asking for a top player,
Hmm.
the outright demand is 100 million. The last time Juve spent 100 million was on Ronaldo. उसके
Hmm.
बाद और उससे पहले कभी नहीं करा. व्लाहोविच पे करा एंड वी नो हाउ इट्स गॉन. दिखता है वो.
Yeah.
And
प्रीमियर लीग
they are
से
selling him on 3 windows later.
प्रीमियर लीग से प्लेयर लेने की बात आई तो मुझे ये क्वेश्चन दिख गया. हु कैन रिप्लेस कवारा?
अब क्या लगता है garnacho का?
I think there's some movements happening. Let's see. But price tag Manu कम तो नहीं कर रही है. So
Hmm.
I guess they're like I don't think so. Napoli will satisfy all of the requirements of Manu, but
हाँ, I don't think it's happening.
player ने अपनी availability दी है, तो that is a
Hmm.
thing that might tip the balance. But let's see.
Plus, I think Italian media are being very overconfident.
Hmm.
कि United will reduce the asking price. They will not. They will
Hmm.
not. उन्हें लग रहा है कि 70 million का price tag है. They will come down to 50. No. There is no reason for them to ask for less than 70.
Yeah.
I
Rupinder
still
saying
feel
Garnacho is not the best. I don't think so. He can replace Kawara. He's still 20 years old, yeah, quite young. So we are not bringing like Kawara at 20 years old was still playing in the Russian league, having very not great numbers. So let's see. We have an interesting comment from Shubdeep saying, if Milan management is unable to sign a Fofana and Reinders substitute, will it be a good chance for players like Zeroli, Was, and Christian Komoto? We can't let
hmm,
Fofana and Tiani play these many games.
could be, yeah, good shout. Because, and honestly, the way जैसा हमने देखा है so far, Conceição likes his midfielders to be very versatile. So it's not
Yeah,
like fixed 8 is 8. You see Reinders coming deep and then Reinders being high up front, high as a high number 10.
yeah,
और Fofana का position भी काफी versatile होता है. It's not, and even Benacer is advanced a lot of times. So it's not like
yeah.
कि you want a number 8. You just want a versatile midfielder, which I feel Ricci can be, but I don't think Milan are getting anyone in January. So that
Mm,
might be a good shout. Unless there is a shock, I don't see them signing anyone else. Apart from a winger who could be Joao Felix, not Rashford anymore, and Walker, who's obviously a defender. Beyond that, I don't see them signing anyone. So good shout, that can happen unless Conceição because one good thing about Musa is that he's versatile and he covers a lot of ground, which makes
mm,
him versatile. So
mm,
might be an outside chance for him to play midfield or even Jimenez to play in midfield. Jimenez
mm,
has played in midfield by the way, 1 or 2 games. So
mm.
you never know. There's a chance, but again, this is Conceição has joined in the middle of the season. He might as well not take the risk to play a youngster. I will get it if he doesn't play a youngster, because I think Jimenez can play there. Musa maybe. Musa has played in midfield under Pioli as well. So could be a chance for either of the parties, I feel.
Yeah. So I wanted to point out like interesting choice yeah for substitution. Yildiz को बिठा के टिमोथी वेयर को लेके आया.
Interesting. We will know if Yildiz was injured or not.
Yeah, if Yildiz is not injured and it's a tactical choice, that's
Hmm.
quite a big statement from Motta. Yeah, quite a big statement because Yildiz has been one of their best players given this
Hmm.
season that they are having. He was one of their best players. Let's see if he
Especially
gets some
last
more
few
focus. Yeah,
weeks, if not
yeah,
pura season.
yeah, yeah. If there are like Juventus fans in the comment chat, let us know your thoughts. Like, I don't think so. It's an injury reason, but let us know your thoughts on this move by Mota, benching Yildiz and getting Timothy Weah on.
I think Nico is still at 9. I mean, false 9.
Yeah.
Wea on the right, Bangula on the left.
Hmm.
I think एक advantage ये होता है Gonzalez को number 9 false 9 खिलाने का is Coop Miners can play slightly deeper, which I
Hmm.
feel is his best position. वो pure number 10 नहीं है. He's not your whole player. He's more of
Yeah.
a 8 जो कि he can receive well as a 6. So
Yeah.
I feel he's that flexible 8 जो कभी-कभी 6 आके receive करके pass करता है. He's not
Hmm.
the, how do I say it, Conor Gallagher, something like
Hmm.
that. Conor Gallagher is a very good receiver, box
Hmm.
में. Coop
Hmm.
Miner is more of a constructor as well. So it's good कि if Nico is playing, Coop Miners can maybe drop थोड़ा सा deep.
Hmm.
एक तो ये Swiggy के ads on GXR. कभी points मिले हैं Swiggy पे through GXR?
नहीं.
Because वो लोग कहते हैं if you answer the question right. No, I want to know from people in the comments as well. If you answer a question right, कि how many goals will a team score, etc., etc., do they actually give you any points or a discount on a Swiggy order? तो if not, what is the point?
अच्छा मुझे वो तो मिला है, 10 पॉइंट हो गए, वो दिखाता है मुझे
So
कि
can you
10।
avail the points?
नहीं, वो पॉइंट्स का कुछ होता नहीं है, कुछ ऐसे कैशबैक वैशबैक मिला तो नहीं है।
फिर point क्या है?
ये GXR पॉइंट्स है। इंटरनेट
Dopamine, dopamine के लिए.
या इंटरनेट फ्री इंटरनेट पॉइंट्स है खाली। यार GXR जैसे ही बोला वैसे ही मेरा चलना बंद हो गया।
उनको पता लग गया सर्वर काटो. Cambiazo is so good, man. क्या प्रोफाइल है.
हम्म। Shivam has an interesting point. Just because of these frustrating ads, I have deleted Swiggy and started using Zomato. Yeah, well, happens. But just imagine, yeah, like these companies are paying so much for advertisements, and people are, because of this spamming, they're going to competitor.
But it's like, it's good that GXR at least have a sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. If you
Because we
think
know
like,
for a fact that, like, not to call them out or anything, but they're still new, so they're taking off. They're not blessed with money. वो लोग Jio Cinema नहीं है.
hmm,
So it's good that they are growing through these sponsorships. We can like laugh about the Swiggy thing, obviously, because पता नहीं if we're, मेरे को लगा था discounts मिलेंगे. So I checked today कि कुछ होता है कि नहीं, because I predicted something right in the Bologna Monza game जो
hmm,
evening
hmm,
में था. तो I don't, it's worth nothing. फिर मेरे को realize हुआ, how will they even give those points to us if they
yeah,
don't know my number जिससे मेरा Swiggy account registered है.
yeah, yeah,
But हाँ, it's good they're getting sponsored.
hmm,
वरना it's very difficult to stream these games. You don't have the money for it.
yeah, yeah. And they are
Especially
doing it
you,
for free as well. That is
हाँ
a big,
वही, and इतनी सारी leagues, the French, I don't know, random matches.
yeah, yeah.
It's very difficult. I'm glad they're actually getting getting some support.
मैकेनी का हैंडबॉल था नहीं, फिर भी रेफ कॉल्ड इट एज अ हैंडबॉल। रिप्लेस में तो देख के लग रहा है कि इट वाज, मैकेनी वाज राइट, इट वाज नॉट अ
I
हैंडबॉल।
didn't notice.
थोड़ा सा गेम मेलो डाउन हो गया, नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ
Hmm.
गोल माउथ एक्शन सो फार। शुभदीप का एक अच्छा कमेंट आया ऑन मिलान्स लॉन्ग टर्म फ्यूचर कंडीशंस। In my opinion, nobody
I
is
agree.
taking how bad Milan's future conditions are. I mean, Bonra coaching our youngsters, bringing players
Hmm.
in their 20s and reinforcements. Now, future also needs a coach change.
I honestly feel Fiorentina Atlanta का जो entire structure है from top to bottom, it's very
Hmm.
nice. It's like ahead of Milan because Fiorentina won the Coppa Italia multiple times. Primavera side won the Coppa Italia multiple times in a row.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this?
क्या
Wait,
क्या
wait.
था?
Timestamp क्या है तुम्हारा?
51-1.
अच्छा आएगा अभी।
ओ हैंडबॉल वाला.
नहीं नहीं, खूब माइनस।
Someone commented कि it was not a handball. It was literally not a handball. Hand नहीं था.
हाँ हाँ, ये सैंड तो नहीं था, बट यूवेंटस had a good chance over there. I guess पोस्ट पे भी हिट किया लोग ने।
I guess मैं थोड़ा सा पीछे चल रहा हूँ, some 30 second or something. ओ हाँ, फॉरवर्ड करते हैं थोड़ा. पोस्ट पे मारा. ओ हाँ.
गुड चांस।
Whose chance was it? Coop Miners. Coop Miners last match में भी was inches close to scoring.
हम्म।
डिप्रेशन में है वो।
Hmm. I have not seen a lot of players like doing quite well after Atlanta.
हाँ, गुड ऑब्जर्वेशन यार, बिकॉज अटलांटा का स्पेसिफिक स्टाइल।
Hmm. Atlanta juice.
या could be worse, could be getting banned for doping like Papu Gomez. I think Hoyland has done decent.
Hmm.
He plays for a bad club, that's all it is.
Hmm.
And Ahmad,
Hmm.
the god. कूप माइनर्स का पता है, इट्स वियर्ड बिकॉज कूप माइनर्स हमें याद है इन हिज फर्स्ट सीजन वो नंबर 6 नंबर 8 खेला, सेकंड
Hmm.
सीजन में ही स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग नंबर 10 एंड तब जाके उसका आउटपुट इंक्रीज हुआ, दैट इज व्हेन पीपल स्टार्टेड नोटिसिंग हिम, बट आई फील ही इज नॉट अ 10, ही इज अ 8 और
Hmm.
6 एट बेस्ट. तो
Hmm.
अभी भी अटलांटा में जो था, अटलांटा का सिस्टम इज वेरी डिफरेंट, यू स्कोर अ लॉट ऑफ गोल्स, उनका XG गोल स्कोर्ड हैज always been top 2. So it's
Hmm.
easier for a player to score goals at Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Retegi, basically.
Yes.
Retegi, we've also noticed that.
Lukman
Because
यार.
याद होगा जब हम लोगों ने प्री सीजन स्ट्रीम करा था,
Hmm.
आई मीन सीजन से 1 वीक पहले, स्टार्ट होने से पहले वी स्ट्रीम्ड अ प्रीव्यू पे वी वर डिसअपॉइंटेड दैट अटलांटा साइंड रिटेगी.
Yeah.
हम लोगों ने प्रेडिक्ट करा था ही विल नॉट वर्क आउट, ही इज वर्कड आउट बिकॉज इज अटलांटा. इफ ही गोज टू यूवे वो बैकअप रहेगा, वो फर्स्ट चॉइस गोल स्कोरर नहीं होगा.
Yeah.
So that is the power of Atlanta. Which is why I thought Chiesa should go to Atlanta, by the way.
Yeah. Gasperini
Career.
कोई जूस मैन्युफैक्चर करता है अटलांटा में तो मे बी Chiesa needs that. I
Bro,
think Chiesa
literally.
का तो injury has bogged
हाँ,
down his career. Yeah. Very sad to see.
I mean, हम जूस की बात करें, could be anything else. Scalvini को ACL इंजरी हुआ था last game
Yeah.
of the previous
Yeah.
season. He
He's going to
literally
start.
returned in 5 months.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's going to start tonight, man. He's going to start. At
हाँ,
least सारे
yeah, I should.
options तो वही आया है.
हाँ, सब लोग इंजर्ड हैं.
नमन का एक क्वेश्चन था, कूप और लुइस who did better so far this season?
I feel Koop Miners. The levels are low, but I think
Yeah.
उसमें Koop Miners is like maybe 2 steps ahead. Douglas
Hmm.
Luiz has not worked out. I know वो पिछले मैच में काफी अच्छा खेला था as a starter, but I
Hmm.
feel Koop Miners is like कुछ तो कर रहा है. Douglas Luiz ने he's only given away handballs and penalties, but I feel sad for Douglas Luiz as well. But
Hmm.
he will do well as time goes on. वो कर लेगा. But for now, if you're judging them on the basis of अभी कितना हुआ है, I would say Koop Miners.
Hmm.
Because the standards are rock bottom in that comparison. Koop Miners slightly अच्छा है so far.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So Naman, I hope you got our thoughts out there. Shivam is saying QT Romero has been good post Atlanta as well.
QT Romero. QT Romero. Yeah, I think Romero is one of the best centre backs
Hmm.
in the Premier League. People don't talk about it much because वो injured हो जाता है. But
Hmm.
to me, he could also be the top 3 centre backs in the Premier League. I'm not
Hmm.
naming names कि बाकी कौन कौन है, but मैंने ऐसे ही बोला कि at his best,
Yeah.
he's up
Yeah.
there, top 5, top 3.
वैभव is saying ये एंथनी को अटलांटा भेज प्राइस बढ़ा सकता है क्या?
वो वहां पे 10 गोल मार देगा एक सीजन में. Goal. Who scored? Oh, it's Bangula. 1-0.
Ooh, nice goal, yeah. Good goal, good goal. थोड़ा सा डिफ्लेक्ट हो गया
हाँ, I
wrong
noticed.
Mainan, but good goal, yeah. And he has been lively in the match so far, yeah.
I guess probably the best player. Really nice finish. हाँ, deflect हुआ, but हाँ, could be an own goal. I feel Emerson Royal own goal. काफी heavy deflection because I thought the shot was going off target. Royal का deflection लगा, bounced and went in.
Yeah,
Could be an own.
power काफी था शॉट पे,
हाँ,
शायद ऑफ को टारगेट जा रहा था.
हाँ, clearly off target जा रहा था ऊपर से, way off target.
So Param Bhai is in the house. We have the
अरे
chat picking Emerson Royal, of course it has to be him. Great pass and feint by Nico. Immense
Vlahovic
goal.
cannot.
Yeah.
I want to see the entire replay of the goal because I want to notice if it was a phase of play from building from the back.
Mm.
Do you know last match में Atlanta against Juve का एक chance था where Atlanta were pressing high up the pitch. Juve ने 3 passes में broke the press खत्म and chance create करा था.
Mm.
It was very very much like Motta का Bologna वाला जो structure था.
Ravi is saying, Milan, please score. I want UA to draw.
अगर draw हुआ 14 in 21.
Wow.
I have a feeling Milan will score.
For some reason GXR मेरा मोबाइल डेटा पे चल रहा है, वाईफाई पे नहीं चल रहा.
Just GXR things. I think Jimenez is coming on for Benacer. See Jimenez in midfield, I guess. Benacer has gone off. Jimenez on.
Yeah, Benacer got a yellow card also just now.
And Jimenez is in midfield.
If someone from GXR is watching, it is not Juventus Turin. उनके पॉपअप पे you saw that?
I know.
They're like Juventus Turin. ये तो कैसा फीफा के पास में जब राइट्स नहीं रहते तब करती है वैसा.
Piemonte Calcio. Lazio का Latium, something like that.
अच्छा.
Thuram is so good, man. What a
रवि
player.
से योगेश भाई आपके वाईफाई पे
2-0.
नहीं चलता.
2-0. What a player, Thuram. Ball carry करके played a perfect pass for Timothy Weah.
Good goal, yeah. That's quite a good goal.
पूरा transitional goal.
Yeah. I think DJY should have watched this game. He would have liked what's going on. That's a good goal, yeah. Quite a good goal.
चलो 3 points done almost.
Yeah.
अब draw नहीं होगा.
कौन से 100 बट ये कर रहा है, कमिंग बैक एंड विनिंग मैचेस.
हम्म. Oh yes, हाँ, against Juve ही कमबैक
या
करा था.
या एंड टाइम भी है. आई थिंक देयर इज इनफ टाइम. लेट्स सी. दिस इज अ वेरी गुड गोल.
Very nice. Thuram, what a signing. He has rocked my world and I'm not even a Juventus fan.
Ravi also
हाँ,
saying
exactly.
Juventus sounds like a FIFA PES name. That's cool. That's where we are came. Fast pace,
Yeah,
invincible run,
in behind.
continue. Emerson again or it was Tomori.
I
Juve
think Tomori
definitely
था.
Tomori now.
Param, I feel they should anyway not sign Tomori. हमने काफी बात करी है कि he's a box defender at best. Box defender होके भी he's very clumsy positioning
Hmm.
wise. So you're signing Kyle Walker and potentially keeping Tomori if he doesn't leave for Juve. But it's good कि Tomori is leaving and Walker is coming. अगर दोनों होते positionally they are weird at best. Calling their positioning weird is still like a compliment. मैं तब भी थोड़ा पॉजिटिवली बोल रहा हूँ. Could be more blunt. So he's deliberately playing like this. What's his future club to do it? Stefan De Vrij. He's moving like Stefan De Vrij in before he joined Inter from Lazio. That 3-2 game.
Shubdeep is saying, please Saudi का कोई शेख मिलान को खरीद लो and bring Maldini back. अब रेडबर्ड का टॉर्चर बर्दाश्त नहीं होता.
ब्रदर अभी तो चालू हुआ है.
Dipen is asking which clubs do you support? I'm a proud Napoli fan. Costo.
Serie में I don't support a club as such. I'm a United fan in general. But Serie में I have a soft spot for Fiorentina. But हाँ, I watch every Serie A game when I can.
Nice, nice.
So even if Fiorentina lose, मेरे को ऐसा दुख नहीं होता. But it's like, yeah, that's the team I have a soft spot for.
मिलान को 2 sucker punch लगे तुरंत.
Hmm.
कितना between 2 goals? I guess 2-3 minutes only, right?
हाँ, I think 3 or 4 minutes or something.
That's football, यार. In a second, in a week,
Hmm.
things.
पता है, people make a lot of Motta and everything. They're doing, how do I say, अगर वो इतना draw करके भी if they're still in at 5th, कुछ तो ठीक हो रहा है. ठीक है, they're doing something right. A lot of things right. It's like 70% of it is right. 30% will work itself out आगे जाके. If you're selling Cambiaso, that is like removing 10%. You it'll be 60-40.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like people make too much of it. They're doing fine. I feel they'll get top 4. And it is all that matters when the season ends.
Yeah.
Where they are right now, abhi they can climb into the top 4, I think, if they win. So people, I guess it's the Allegri Motta comparison that makes things funnier. And plus is the fact that it's Juventus, probably the biggest, brand in Serie A. But I guess a lot of things are going right. Final piece abhi pura nahi hai. Obviously, it's his first 6 months. He's into his 6th or 7th month.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
ठीक है, it will work out.
We also have Champions League coming back next week onwards. So these
Napoli का
players are
किससे मैच है
going that
चैंपियंस लीग में?
नापोली का मैच है खुद से.
Their biggest rivals are themselves.
नापोली का rivals are they are themselves their rivals.
So I'm just checking Twitter, and Theo is getting a lot of abuse for being bad in the defensive phase,
Hmm.
and that's like we can agree with that. Oh, Jimenez nearly created a chance. See, Jimenez is playing thoda advanced. He's not playing deeper in midfield. He's playing thoda advanced, and it tells you कि वो कितना versatile player है. He can play literally anywhere. He's played midfield, fullback, I guess both sides. अब वो advanced खेल रहा है.
Gatti showing his experience over there. Tammy Abraham थोड़ा frustrated लग रहा है. Half a chance था मिलान में.
Final pass. Tejpal, Rajinder, Tijani, Reinders looking disappointed.
So Ravi is trolling Yogesh for sure, dislikes Juventus. I don't know, man.
I don't know क्या होता है.
I don't want to say things about Juventus on this stream.
ADL का
UCL
फोन
में
आएगा.
UCL में नापोली वर्सेस गलतसराय देखने को मिल जाता है. एट मैराडोना तो मजा आ जाता है.
Napoli A versus Napoli B.
Why Fiorentina and which Italian club do you both dislike? कौस्तुभ आप बताओ, मेरा तो चैट में है ऑलरेडी.
कौन है?
चैट देख.
I don't hate any club as such.
डिसलाइक बोला, हेट तो मैं भी नहीं करता.
हाँ, dislike भी ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. I don't think there's a club I dislike. Like there's characters I dislike, but not your pura club, because you can't judge an entire club on the basis of one fan or a group of fans. So I feel there's not one I dislike. There are characters I dislike, obviously. In Serie, वो हम अपने WhatsApp group chats तक ही रखते हैं. But as clubs, no. And why Fiorentina is like, I feel Fiorentina is like Florence in general, or Firenze as they call in Italian. It's like a very, you guys must have heard of Renaissance, which is rebirth. That started the rebirth of art, culture, literature.
Yeah.
All of it started in Florence, or more like restarted because rebirth tha. Because like culturally, it's a very important city for the world history. So that's probably why. I thought there's a lot. I'm more of a history ka thoda geek and everything. I studied history in school. So stuff like that means something to me. So that's why I thought it's Fiorentina I have a soft spot for, because it's a club which deserves तो नहीं बोलूंगा, a bit like Bologna का international जो name है, Fiorentina, the city, the Florence city, it's big, it's massive culturally. So it's something I get behind. The city in general deserves to be at a pedestal. So why not the club? Is what I thought. But dislike to no one.
Interesting choice, yeah.
Plus
very interesting
the former players.
Yeah. I really like this Stevan Jovetic at
मैं वही बोलने वाला था.
Jojo.
Sad part is he went to City, so I disassociated myself from that man.
So at last we know which club you dislike.
I thought Serie A. Dislike, obviously, it's one. Like general football में, you know it, मैंने जो बोला अभी. That's like Premier League. I thought Serie A question है. Because the question is Italian club you dislike. Italian club कोई नहीं है. The one I dislike in football in general मैंने बोल दिया.
Shivam is saying Kostubai only dislikes Solo Sika.
Why will I like Solo Sikoa?
Sikoa.
He's by the way a wrestler. So he's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns पता होगा. Roman Reigns the main guy in the WWE right now. He's Solo Sikoa is Roman Reigns' cousin. Shivam, just
Acha.
explain why will I dislike Solo? Well, I do, I do, but how do you feel that? Why do you feel I do? Is my question. कैसे लगा?
Kamada is on the pitch, guys,
Kamada
instead
is on.
of Royal. I guess Milan
Milan are
fans
now
would
pressing higher up the pitch.
yeah, they have to. Man.
Pura
If they
high block.
get anything out of this game, they have to start doing it
Hmm.
now.
Douglas Luiz is also on. Nice, well done. Rashford leaving.
Vaibhav का question है. With Rashford leaving, trying to alert Anthony and open to sell Garnacho, we will play on who will play on wings or number 10s.
I don't think Garnacho is leaving. Like United are not open to selling him, by the way. He's not leaving. It's that simple. Unless Napoli, Chelsea, or Tottenham randomly say that chalo 70 million de dete hain. That's not happening in January. And there are reasons for that. I will tell you, Napoli don't sign players for over कितना हमने योगेश लास्ट स्ट्रीम पे भी बात करी थी. The last time Napoli spent a significant amount, that was Osimhen, and वो case under investigation है. Tottenham will not. Tottenham also don't spend over 70. They spent 60 for Solanke, Pele for Ndombele. Chelsea might, but I don't think United will sell Garnacho to Chelsea. And I feel Anthony, I'm still not sure, because if Rashford leaves, you're like short of options. Because you have Mount is injured. If Mount stays fit, it's like very important because he can play that 10 ka right wala left wala spot. It's weird because we've seen Eriksen play advance as well. So I'm prepared to see more of that. Anthony khelega. I don't think Anthony will leave. Something tells me he'll be that squad player who just plays when the manager wants 15 minutes, 20 minutes, as he played in the previous game, Southampton against. And he was decent, to be very fair to him. So I think it will stay this way. Rashford is the only one who will leave. And to be prepared to see Eriksen play in the advanced role. Mount जब वापस आएगा, Mount will play obviously play वो वाला role. So you'll have about 3 or 4 decent options उस role में. Højlund is the only one who will play up front. So he has played as 10, scored 2 against Everton जब वो वहाँ पे खेल रहा था. So you have about 4 or 5 options. And I'm counting Anthony as well. Ahmad obviously है the god. So I'm not too concerned. But if say Garnacho leaves hypothetically, then that's a problem. Then you need a player. Then you need a signing. कौन होगा I don't know, but वो नहीं हुआ अभी, so and नहीं होगा अभी. So Vaibhav, you should not be too worried. Like I'm outright sort of dismissing that Garnacho is not leaving. That Garnacho is leaving. Because अभी मैंने जैसे पहले बोला, the Italian media is being too optimistic. What I feel is happening is, Yogesh will also know, a lot of times Conte wants a player. The first news that came out about Garnacho in Italy, you याद होगा Yogesh ki it was from a journalist who said that, Sport Italia journalist who said that Conte is the one who wants Garnacho. Napoli का choice नहीं था. It's Conte who wants the player. So I feel अब जो over the last week हुआ है, it's the Italian press or Napoli putting up this front, telling Conte कि hey, we at least tried to get Garnacho. It's not like we're not trying.
Yeah.
At the end of it, वो कोई सस्ता सा player लेंगे to replace Quara. It will not be Garnacho. It
Mm.
should be dismissed outright. Jovic has come on, by the way. Eid ka chand.
Yeah, yeah.
Jovic might leave as well for Monaco.
No one is asking a question. Tool or Opeth? Opeth.
क्या?
Opeth.
What's the technicality?
ये बैंड्स है ना, तो Opeth is a very popular band, music band.
अच्छा.
रवि सिंह नापोली ने ले तो लिया रिप्लेसमेंट दैट डिपोर्टिवो प्लेयर.
अभी
नहीं
लिया
यार,
नहीं है.
देयर आर स्ट्रॉन्ग रूमर्स.
Chelsea and Como.
Yeah, let's see. Whenever EPL gets involved, EPL clubs get involved, it becomes very difficult to negotiate.
Oh. Theo did well. पूरा बॉल कैरी करके सेंटर ही ले गया.
Yeah. ये कमेंट आपके लिए सॉफ्ट.
Good, very nice pop culture references. I like that. Roman Reigns' face structure is different, I feel, and his facial cut is also very different, and he's built different. Obviously, वो तो he's a how do I say it, a physical specimen. I'm not.
मिलान अगेन.
Vlahovic is coming on.
मिलान का थोड़ा सा कॉर्नर मिला है.
Oh, Fagioli is coming on.
Oh, interesting. But I guess Juventus have this game in the bag here. Not seeing much action from Milan.
Chintan Bhai is saying he'll join soon.
Chintan Bhai, if you're watching, aa jao. Param also, if you're watching, aa jao. Only 10 or so more minutes to go in the match. Naman ka question hai, Yogesh favorite death metal band other than Opeth? Other than Opeth, I used to like Avenged Sevenfold a lot, but I'm not sure if they
I
fall.
like them.
But
I'm
yeah.
not into heavy metal, but I liked Avenged Sevenfold.
Deepen has an interesting question. What do you guys think about Leao? Because you guys watch him play week in, week out. I feel that he's more like Rashford, but obviously more talented than him. नहीं यार, Rashford से तो कोई comparison नहीं है.
I think age difference we have. You know, I say this often. Like a lot of people in the comments will also know that Rashford ka main downfall has been playing for the club he plays for. If Rashford at 24 left to join another club, because he's older than Leao, obviously, he would probably have been better than Leao or something like that. I don't know. But Leao ka the issue is I guess consistency. क्या कहते हो योगेश? I feel it's consistency.
Yeah.
Off the ball as well, जो कि Rashford का भी issue है.
Yeah. In this game also, first half में like Milan were there, like they were creating dangerous chances. But the second half में तो I don't think so Milan ever left the locker room here. Second half में
दो
तो
opportunities आई but not chances. वो एक final pass
yeah.
रह गया.
Yeah, second half में Milan dropped off, and I think Juventus are deservedly, like they deserve this lead here. So yeah,
And I hope it's Cambiaso's. I hope it's not Cambiaso's last game.
Ravi saying Kai Havertz scores for Arsenal too.
I just got the notification.
वैभव is saying वो तो सब players का downfall start होता है यूनाइटेड ज्वाइन करने के बाद.
Well said. वही बोल रहा था about the Rashford thing. You can't improve as a player playing for Man United. The only way you're going is down, long term में.
Panini player of the match. मैं predictions में Timothy Weah is on number 1 and Mangala is number 2.
Goal scorers को डाल दियो. Thuram is literally there.
Yogesh bhai, please take Sterling to replace Kamara. Excellent player.
Conceição has taken off his jacket and thrown it away. Very Allegri of him.
Comparing to Rashford, I mean both of them seem very lazy.
Lazy off the ball, yes, I agree. On the ball, no, not as such. But it's like a lot of times एक bigger issue भी होता है. In both players, I guess, the clubs they play for, you play for these clubs where you, कैसे बोलूं कि the culture is of comfort. वो comfort का culture होता है ना, where people fall into the habit of the cocoon of being comfortable instead of working hard. I feel Milan or United में ये problem है. Not for all the players at both clubs. जैसे टोनाली के लिए problem नहीं था. A lot of times it's a problem. Sometimes it's different. It's a different problem. It's like a कभी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है the players are not meant to play that way. वो भी होता है. So it's probably a combination of three. Because Abhi Fonseca had dropped Leao for a lot of games and he was very public saying that I want him to be a box-to-box player, not a box player with the final third player. But there are players who win you games as well. No matter how much you criticize a good chance and see another opportunity.
Yeah, and they can create like something from nothing, like chances to create करना, and it's like especially on their day they have become unplayable here.
Because before the last two games, United's highest scorer in the Premier League was Rashford. And the second highest goal scorer in all competitions as well. So these are players who produce, who deliver the goods. You just need to give them the environment where, they क्या बोलते हैं कि जो puristic artists होते हैं, the comparison, they are flawed. कोई भी artist देख लो across the world, they are flawed. You just need to give them that structure या foundation so that उनके strengths पे focus हो, not weaknesses. And players thrive when you eliminate their weakness, which is why Ancelotti is like the GOAT. Or even हमने देखा था Spalletti नापोली में टाइटल क्यों जीता. उसको आता है how to create a system or dressing room atmosphere which suits the players. Italians are very good at it. So if someone does that for players like Rashford or Leao or a lot of players out there, I'm not just referring to them, they will thrive. Rashford did that for 3-4 seasons for United in the last 6-7 seasons. Leao ने भी करा है वो. So you can't question the talent of बाकी. I sort of disagree with that. For both. And I get the point. Rashford literally scored the goal against PSG, that penalty. And to be honest, Rashford scored in the League Cup that United won as well, 2-0. Rashford was the man of the match in the FA Cup final last season. So just to be very clear, that these are big game players. The problem is they just switch off sometimes. You have this random game against, I don't know, Serie ki case mein you're playing against Cremonese and Leao is walking around for 1 half. Second half, after 60 minutes, he comes alive. That's how they are. But I guess it's issues, complex issues. But I don't agree that they're not big game players. They are meant for the big stage. When Rashford broke out, that Trent moment against Liverpool, he broke out against Arsenal in the Premier League. Big games. Leao has been good today. Again, big game.
Yeah.
Problem is बीच में होता है. So I don't think it's a big game as such.
So you're saying watch that Napoli game versus
Exactly.
yeah. वो तो रहा.
Even against Spurs, the
होगा.
previous round, Leao literally carried that attack because I remember Milan won 1-0 first leg. Leao carried that. Leao literally ball carry करता है. He created 2-3 chances and that was it. Second half में I guess 0-0 था. Maignan made a late save in the second leg. So I guess that was quite a good game for him. Both the legs. And the Napoli game as well.
Yeah.
Gabia took a pot shot for no reason. कुछ भी. See, इस match से you can see Motta is very good at managing games.
Yeah.
Which is why the most number of clean sheets in Serie.
नहीं, Napoli have that. Napoli have that title record. 12 clean sheets.
अच्छा, वो clean sheets, ना? Because I remember some weeks ago it was Juve.
Yeah, it was.
No, I guess Juve का it's all competitions ऐसा कुछ है, something like that.
अच्छा.
वैसा कुछ
Top
है.
5 leagues में तो Napoli का है, that I'm sure.
Vlahovic has come on and look at his link up. This is what DJ Bhai mentions a lot as well. इसको जाना चाहिए. He's not it. Oh, by the way, if Cambiaso goes to City for kitna bhi 70 plus, he will be the most expensive Italian player in history. It hit me. Chintan Bhai is back.
Who's the most expensive Italian player?
I think Tonali.
Tonali is the most expensive Italian player.
Chintan Bhai कैसा लग रहा है?
Rubbish, yeah. Like I thought, like unpopular opinion. I know Juventus scored too, but I think हम लोग तो gift दे रहे थे उनको. I think Milan played worse instead of Juventus did play well, but Milan are responsible for this. I think we are more responsible for this than, of course, Juventus deserved the win they got, but I think shot in the foot. Terrible, yeah. What was Fofana doing for that second goal? Oh my God. Was he trying to nutmeg? I don't know. His 3 games in a row, I've seen Fofana playing very badly. Very disappointing. I still don't understand Jimenez not starting at times. It boggles me. I know it's a big game, but then again, I don't know. I think by the looks of it, जैसे अब Conceição था, I think he's going to make some very big calls in the next game, starting 11 by. I think he's going to make some certain big calls. I don't think Benacer is going to play anymore. Musa again, I don't know. He has his.
मानियो ने क्या देखा करा देखा?
हाँ, मैं बंद कर दिया. Stop the game.
अच्छा.
I saw Theo coming on the right of corner 87 minutes. Like it didn't look like a comeback was coming. I don't know what exactly Leao did in the second half. पता नहीं है. And you can't blame Conceição. Again, the same. You couldn't blame Fonseca. You can't blame Conceição. Terrible. It's just that he comes to know that the players have pretty much stagnated in their head. Players have stagnated.
Second half में they created nothing.
second half में they were clipped back for no reason. ऐसा भी नहीं था कि there was something like. Is this that Juventus of course stepped up the pace of the game? They couldn't connect 3 passes. They couldn't connect 3 passes. What were they doing? Giving up. You can't gift certain goals.
Yeah.
Fofana's
And plus it's
mistake.
Juve. जो भी है, Motta का team, Motta knows when to be pragmatic. Once it's 1-0, it gets difficult for you to beat a Motta team. Draw हो जाएगा. You can't win the game. Obviously, Serie में तो unbeaten है.
No, I still feel that this Milan and Conceição and plus Milan having such an upper hand over Juventus for a period of such a long time. I think even at 2-0 at 70-75, you could still see not the fear, but you could still sense that, okay, they are worried that Milan might score. But then again, you need to take that. What was Theo doing? Like Cook minus ka jo miss tha. What was Theo? Dude, come on, yaar. See, all these things leads up to the momentum for the opposition team. Wo Cook minus ka minion ka save, all these things led to that first goal coming. It was coming because then again in the box, what was Theo again? Typical Theo trying to beat a player. I don't understand this obsession of Theo sometimes doing that. Terrible, and 2-3 mistakes by Tijani, not passing the ball. I don't understand this extra carrying the ball. What a bad touch. Musa, before leading to the second goal, there was a period where Musa got the ball. Touch was such a heavy touch, immediately gave it to Thuram. And come on. So these are created problems. Nothing taking or not taking anything away from this Juventus team, how they played. But these are the problems they created for themselves. And I think Conceição, जो jacket निकाल दिया, I think there is some tough decisions to be taken. By the way, whatever it is, still not a single Conceição has not kept a clean sheet yet. So that's the thing. No clean sheet. 4 games, not a single clean. This is the 5th game. And it's not that. Again, I see again that first of all, I think the commentator, I don't want to take names over here, but you could hear he's such a biased. I hate this commentator. It is so biased. He's like, if you have to play Terracciano, Camarda, and these young players in the team, then there's something wrong. No, there is nothing wrong. And again, my observation, you saw Kostub Yogesh, jo Jovic ne 2-3 runs liye. He anyways did more than what Tammy did throughout the game, I feel.
Yeah.
Milan didn't spot those 2-3 runs. Quick movement in the boxes. You could see went out to take that, made a cross. Kamada just missed it. Give them the chance, yeah. Let them play. I feel now. I think
Tammy Abraham was not in the game at all. Like देखा ही नहीं मैंने तो.
With Conceição throwing so many players, taking that punt and removing Tijani, getting Terracciano, Jovic in, that means he is trying everyone. One good thing. I still don't know why was Jovic frozen out, because he has those movements. You saw there are movements. He makes those. He knows how to make those runs in the box. So again, tactically stupid to freeze him out. Again, I feel same like Fagioli. I think Jovic is frozen out just to be sold in the future.
But financial decision.
I still feel like I can't. Tammy is a good player to come off the bench. I don't think he's a good player to be in Milan. But if you have Tammy, he's a good player to come off the bench. And I think Kamada needs to see. I know there are some unpopular opinions. He's not ready. But then again, he has to come on in a few games. You can't protect him. This is how he'll get experience.
Exactly. You can't tell that he's not good enough or young enough. Then you need to play him. At least try him out in games. Start to karwao. If you don't play him, you won't know how good he is.
Again, I'm not saying chalo, even if you don't want to start Kamada, but get him on early, give him more time. He's going to get more prepared for the next year. Zeroli is there, give him time. Benacer is done. I feel it's pains me to say that, but Benacer is so done. He should not be on the pitch anymore. He come off just to buy out some time, and you could see
time to learn Arabic, or he probably knows Arabic already.
Yeah, again, and he knows. But again, the way Fofana has been playing probably needs a rest. You can't have so many defensive lapses, and you trying to nutmeg. I don't understand this player's obsession trying to nutmeg to create a counter goal. Musa to कब से वही try करता है, and Musa's touches are very heavy. His crosses are terrible. So, but I would still I still like Musa. He's a little more versatile compared to Benacer.
And Musa's work rate is the one that the thing he does well. Baki, you don't know.
Yeah, man. A lot of I've been saying it that Milan need. I've been saying unpopular opinion that I think Milan needed a Rashford more than Walker. Not that we don't need Walker, but Milan need a Rashford more. We need someone to be more clinical when it comes to things. It's terrible. It's terrible, and this especially coming a loss against Juventus, which is direct rivals for top four. I know Lazio, Bologna, Fiorentina might just slip away. Luckily for Milan, Serie gets 5 spots.
Roma
Yeah.
was just 5 points away, by the way. So, like 2 weeks ago, they were 13th.
Yeah, I know. It is time to watch some EPL and get your brain bloody remove this game out. Luckily, games come thick and fast. It's easy. See, again, I never have a problem with losses. I don't care if we lose, but aaj jo haare, there is those individual errors. So Pioli gaya, Fonseca gaya, abhi Conceição. So it's got nothing to do with the manager here. I feel it's just the player.
Squad.
Overall,
That's why I feel Pioli was holding it all together. पता है? He held it all together. वो बिना right wing के title जीता.
Ha, exactly. And now, if you go to see in hindsight, Salamakers would have been so helpful right now for us.
Especially first game of the season, Salamakers played left back.
Oh, I don't know. After that game, Fonseca was praising him. So it clearly was not Fonseca's call again. Unpopular opinion, I'm going to just vent it out. Tomori ko wapas hi mat leke aao. I don't know what is this obsession of Milan fans saying, why are you selling your direct rival? Sell him to your direct rival. Sell him. Let them suffer like we are suffering. Tomori's positional is terrible. He's so terrible in his positional play. I feel, अभी बात चल रहा था group में, Rohit Rajiv saying Milan play narrow. It's not Emerson's fault in the first goal. I agree. When you're playing narrow, there has to be so much communication between centre backs and wing backs. You know, and Tomori himself just runs around and that typical face he makes, you know, like it's not my fault, that Tomori face. Oh God, it's
Tomori face. That's a नया phrase मिल गया हम लोग को.
Oh, I can't watch him. I can't. It's just that even in the second goal, kitna gap. I'm not saying it's his fault, but
he should have been closer.
Yes, exactly. You're a centre back. Should have been closer. Bad positioning by Mike Mignon also. So Mignon keeps having these things, you know, where he has excellent world-class saves and he makes certain comical errors. Positional. You saw the goal. His position was, again, I think he wanted to cover his near post because there's been a lot of talks about Mignon being terrible in his near post. Oh God, there's so many culminating. Kya hota hai? And one player's bad performance is usually it's an effect, you know. It's affects everyone else. You saw after the goal, Mignon talking to the team. So there is something wrong, and I think Fofana is fairly new. So exactly, I think Ajay, this is a good tweet.
I agree.
He was a leader. He had good positional sense.
Pavlovic hai na?
And that is why I hope Gabbia gets more time, because you saw there are 2-3 instances जो मैंने first half में बोला था Kostok जब when you entered Yogesh, at times you need to clear the ball. वो जो Gabbia कर रहा था, hoik the ball forward. What is this point of playing from the back at times? You saw twice he got the ball, he just cleared it on the right hand side, trying to give a long ball, but at times you have to do that. You need someone to marshal, and it does not look like. See, it's obvious Theo is not a leader. Theo Hernandez is not a leader. He's not a captain.
खुद को संभालने बड़ी बात है.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to do it. Tomori, we thought we were going to do it, but I don't see Tomori do that. Gabbia needs more consistency. I hope Gabbia does it. Mignon, again, I hope he does it, but as a goalkeeper is in the best position to marshal the backline, ideally speaking. So I hope this happens. He's got an armband for a reason. I think Conceição ने जानबूझ के दिया होगा armband, you know, take it forward. Let's hope, man. This is very disheartening. This game was more than
Gabbia. It's like you can spot natural leaders. You can sense them from afar.
Yeah.
Gabbia, as good as he is, he's not a natural leader. He would have to. क्या कह सकते हैं? He might have had to come out of his comfort zone, be something else to be a leader.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
not a natural at it. And he's still young. He's not like he's 30 or something.
That is what it is. Still surprising when Milan keeps churning out good leaders. I say over a period of Ambrosini जाने के बाद, he did a fantastic job after everyone retired. Ambrosini, you know, So we have probably Gabia needs more confidence as he knows he's a youth player, so usko shayad milega. But at times I do see something very old schooly about Gabia that again
Huh.
he's not a world beater, but he can certainly grow into it. Give him more chance, he'll grow into it. And everyone used to say about Paulo was not a technically gifted defender like Nesta was. Nesta was a born defender, technically beautifully gifted. Eh, Maldini was amazing going forward as a left back, but to move as centre back, you need that certain level of confidence and that level of leadership in you to continue that game. I just read a very Yogesh Tumane, I just read a very amazing Ancelotti ka autobiography padha hai. He said that I didn't have to do a lot of work. If people were late for training sessions, that they were answerable to Paulo, not to me. So yeah, hello guys. Menace and the Monk here. Terrible game. Good game, yeah. Liverpool, good victory, yeah. I saw glimpses of Chiesa holding the ball. Chiesa ko
Oh,
pass
did
mila.
Chiesa play?
Yeah, he came on the last 5 minutes. He had a secondary assist in the second goal. Not a
Key
very
pass.
great.
Secondary assist क्या होता है?
The assist, the key pass which led to the assist.
अच्छा. So मतलब pass दिया, फिर then someone else played a pass that turned into an assist.
Yes. Second, जो वो
Oh.
Pirlo का famous secondary assist होता था, the ball to the wing backs, which usually leads to a goal. So yeah, good. David Nunez आज ऐसा देखा, सब लोग लिंक कर रहे थे, आज जैसा फिनिश किया है भाई वो भी चल जाएगा. Tammy नहीं यार, Kostum Yogesh, Tammy नहीं. I don't think it's going to work out financially for Milan. Tammy will not work. Roma want Salamakers. I don't blame them at all. So
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Again, Salamakers will come back. I feel Conceição will get to see it. Ubranovic वापस कुछ बोल रहा था about. I think Walker is done. Boys, it looks like Walker will come.
Walker is done.
Kostu, do you think he'll turn Walker into a centre back?
Going forward, that's his future, I think. Matlab, for now, he'll be a right back. But I guess he's getting a 2-year contract. And he's 34. I guess in the next 10 months or so, he'll be a centre back. But the dilemma is, tab jaake ek aur right back lena padega. So Milan would probably sign a 4th right back in the space of 12 months.
That is what there's something very wrong with the club when you have signed so many right backs. And by the way, Calabria is 100% going by the looks of it. So I hope by the looks of it, Jimenez ka clause बहुत funny है Yogesh. If Real Madrid can buy him in 2025 for only 9 million and they can buy him in 2026 for 12 million. By the looks of it, they will take him because they need a wing back too.
Yeah,
so terrible.
Real have these sort of weird deals around. Yaad hai when Jovic joined Fiorentina? The sort of deal. What was that? Such a jugaad.
I think only time they have been screwed was when Morientes screwed them, and that since then I think they've been very cautious about deals, their clubs and their deals, because Morientes scoring and kicking them out probably years ago was their biggest dilemma, and problem. But yeah, man, terrible result for.
The invincible remains invincible. So yeah, Motta is invincible.
But Yogesh, तेरे को क्या लगता है as a manager, if you come in and you see this rut, यार मेरे को तो लगता है वो तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट शायद 6 महीने के बाद खुद चला जाएगा, ऐसा लग रहा है कि भाई मेरे को इधर नहीं रहना है, मेरे को जाने दे. क्या
then you have Zlatan in the dressing room acting as the manager.
I don't know, Kostu. What do you think? What can be done? Like just bench these players? Because I don't know what can be done.
I guess sign a manager. I'm not saying Conceição nahi kar payega. He can.
He can, but it's just a mental rut now. It's a mental block for Milan, I feel. Look at the players here. The same Leao which Yogesh हम लोग praise करे थे first half में was stuck to the wings. This is what has been his problem. So I don't understand what went wrong.
I guess it's a mental thing a lot of times. अभी second half में हम लोग काफी बात कर रहे थे कि a lot of times it's a culture thing as well. Where अभी someone commented that you need a leader as well. I don't see a leader on the pitch as good as a lot of players are. But a lot of times you don't even need that leader. You should, अगर club का culture is sorted, if everyone is on the same page from top to bottom, which Milan में they're not. It's
Yeah.
financial. It's like these are bank employees or something who 12 बजे तक अच्छा करा, फिर post lunch छोड़ो, we slack off. It's like that. So once you have that culture, you can't do well consistently unless you have a manager who also has a similar ideology. Conceição ka culture at Porto was so different. Porto are such a football-minded club. Benfica
Yeah.
such a football-minded club. Your Sporting such a football-minded club.
Yeah.
Now you have two Portuguese managers from there going to two horrible clubs.
Yeah. I know मेरे लिए तो I feel the biggest problem for Conceição will be, of course, as he said, someone messaged this on change in play style. I agree with that, but then there
Yeah.
are certain things you can see is that even the players, and by the looks of it, what subs I saw today in the game, it feels like Conceição will be okay to make those harsh calls about benching certain players. Jovic will get his time, because now we are cutting it close. 21 games in, and Milan are way off the top 5. I'm going to just say top 4 because 5th position is not yet confirmed. Milan will get it. 3 to bahar hai. Top 3 to is out of question. It's only about the 4th spot. So what I feel like these players need a shock. Fofana also, मेरे को लगा leader है, लेकिन पता नहीं. I don't know if Fofana is also leader material. लगता नहीं है. So very disappointed with Theo, because always felt Theo might just turn out to be a captain, but he isn't captain material. It all stems down to certain players who feel their position is fixed. Okay, हम लोग खेलेंगे इधर. Fonseca benching them, they just went against him. Conceição is not the manager you will go against. So it is something. It is something very disheartening. We have Param.
I think the Milan captain is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He thinks he is. That is a
what
problem.
Zlatan, with his comments, he needs to stop this lion, tiger, cat, dog bullshit, because it is
Circus.
not. That helped when you're a player. What are these coaches going to do now? Like, to उधर बैठ के क्या करेगा? Talk like a bloody corporate leader, man. Talk like a corporate guy. So a lot of things going wrong right now, I feel. The Super Cup, again, we won with 2 goals coming back. दोनों गेम में कुछ अच्छा नहीं खेले थे, but good grinta. But ये grinta can't get you through a season, man. Like these kind of comebacks can't get you through a season. You will get exhausted. परम बोले मेरे को ये सब ह्यूमन प्रॉब्लम मेरे को तो पता नहीं होता है. एक मैन यूनाइटेड फैन, एक एसी मिलान फैन, एक नापोली फैन है. हम लोग को तो ये सब पड़ी नहीं होती है. आउटसाइड टॉप, इफ इंटर नॉट फाइटिंग फॉर टाइटल, तो हम लोग के लिए सब फाइटिंग फॉर टॉप 4 इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. लुक एट हिज एरोगेंट स्माइल. लाइक
वो तो योगेश के लिए भी नहीं है. योगेश तो एक गेम ही खेल रहा है एक हफ्ते, और वो भी देखते हैं भाई, वो तो अलग बात है. बट ये देख रहा था मैं भी गेम, ऑब्वियसली.
ये मेरे पास भी एक अच्छा रिप्लाई आया था ये एक गेम एक मैच का.
बोल.
It is not the quantity, it is the quality that matters.
क्वालिटी भी कुछ खास नहीं है भाई. अगर तुम लोग अगर पोलिटानो को डाइव पे पेनल्टी मिले, उसे क्वालिटी थोड़ी बोल सकते हो तुम ना. बराबर है, राइट? That is called quality in bribing the referees, right? Which ADL probably has done that.
नापोली कहाँ bribing referee यार.
मजाक कर रहा हूँ यार, all jokes aside. But यार मैं भी गेम देखा obviously, and I think it is fair to say that Juventus obviously deserved to win. Like, मतलब I felt, जैसे योगेश ने एक पॉइंट पे स्ट्रीम पे बोला था ना, I saw better intent in their chances overall, much more clarity in what they wanted to do. Every time they went forward, Mbangula especially अच्छा लगा मेरे को आज. मतलब बहुत dangerous था. And look, I feel like you could see the difference. Like, as much as we are having a chat on the group right now that I'm not a big fan of Weston McKennie, I still don't like the player, but he's been useful and very good for Juventus recently. Again, if any UA fans are watching this, we're just having the discussion on the group as to how much I feel he is overhyped, but have to be very objective. He was both important, and in general he's been putting very good performances. And With Milan again वो Emerson Royal तो I think चिंतन भाई I think doesn't have many words to say, वही गधा सबसे ज्यादा लगता है पूरे गेम में. फर्स्ट गोल पे भी जैसे तुम लोग ने बोला कॉस्टो it was going off target but obviously it had to be Emerson of all
वो उन लोग
people in
दिया
that
क्या
position.
या still a Bangula goal?
Yeah, I think they gave it to Mbangula. I think it was off target, so I don't know how.
Off target,
Because
clearly
I
off
think,
target.
yeah, let me check again. But yeah, second goal also, I didn't understand what Tomori was trying to. I'm not saying I blame him for that, but I didn't
We this
understand the way he was
Param,
containing. Like, huh,
Param, I swear, just the thing we spoke about is that there should
yeah.
not be such a gap. Hey, by the way, Arsenal just scored a winner right now,
Oh,
87th minute.
Winner.
Winner, yeah, 3-2.
नाचेगा रवि तो. मैं लेवरक्यूजन का गेम लगा के बैठा हूँ. Easy 3-0
Wait,
when
was it
Florian.
2-0 था ना? Arsenal
Yeah,
2-0 था?
2-2 हो गया था भाई कब का.
2-2 हो गया
Oh,
था.
I
2-2
didn't
हो
know.
गया था.
So by the
योगेश
way,
बाय द वे सो रहा नहीं है ना. ये तुम लोग का तो बड़ा गेम है भाई.
Hmm.
बोलना मत तू सोने वाला है.
नहीं
क्या
सोएगा
बोलता है?
भाई.
लाइव स्ट्रीम कंटिन्यू
Havertz
करते हैं, सब लोग आ गए तो
Havertz scored the
सब
winner.
लोग
Did
आ
you
गए,
see
लाइव स्ट्रीम कंटिन्यू करते हैं, चलो.
अरे वही परम मैं वही बोल रहा था that it's not Tomori's fault but as a defender यार I'm
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
very immature no wise player बोलते very immature player जो मैं Sunday League खेलता हूँ but it's the biggest crime to leave such a big gap from a striker like you
Yeah, yeah.
cannot leave.
And the movement by him in how he was containing was also very awkward. Like I didn't understand what he was
No
trying
goal
to
by
do.
the way,
And
goal cancelled Arsenal.
Oh.
रवि है क्या कमेंट सेक्शन में? मेरे को उसका चेहरा
हाँ
सुन
है
उसके
है
रिएक्शन.
रवि.
So and by the way and another thing is forget Param the goal जो हुआ the lead up to the goal that Fofana gave away the ball. What was he trying to do? Nutmeg Param. My point to question to you is this is the third game in a row where Fofana has had a stinker. You can say.
Yeah. But
With
that's
his
the thing, na Chintan. But physically, it is the thing is this is what happens when you do
exhaust.
not have a proper player to be the backup of that role.
हाँ,
Like it's like
कितना
almost
खेले?
exactly kitna khilega, and it is physically draining. But with your point also, like after a point, you say that when will the player also bounce back, right? Because you expect a player like Fofana to deliver better because I think week in week out, because at the end of the day it's not like he's the only one who's playing and there are certain other players also playing week in week out still doing well, right? So then you also
Yeah,
point fingers at him, and as I
my
think you
point was
said
that.
this a while ago in the stream moments ago कि हाँ he also has to perform better, but I think वही हम लोग बात कर चुके कि एकदम से मैजिक वॉन्ड की तरह तो कौन से
नहीं,
सब
but
ज्यादा कर नहीं पाएगा. This will take
exactly.
a lot. I mean,
My point with Fofana is, as you said, and not just Milan. Unfortunately, this can't be an excuse for every other league, every other team.
exactly.
But my point is, his errors are so visible because the Como one, he just left the player. He just
Hmm.
left him. Today also he tried to nutmeg, did not chase back.
Mm.
So unfortunately for him, his errors are costing us directly a goal. 1-0
Mm.
is a completely different story chasing a game than
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
So
Like
and
no, हाँ बोलो.
and then again, I was just telling Costu, Mike Mignon has such monster saves. But then again, for the
Yeah.
second goal, I feel his positioning was terrible. Oh my God, how is
I
Arsenal not
agree.
scoring, by the way? How is Arsenal
Yeah,
not
I
scoring a
agree.
goal?
Yeah, आर्सेनल का रूल आउट हो गया. मैं लेवरक्यूजन को अभी भी देख रहा हूँ. Very comfortable. By
No,
the
no,
way,
I'm just
we
saying,
had MNM in the chat as well. I don't know Yogesh if you saw Menace in the
no, we
Mom
saw it.
Hmm.
We,
Yeah. Huh.
we
Great,
acknowledge
great.
that.
नहीं, just
What?
but yeah, नहीं, I would say disappointing for sure from AC Milan. Like I don't know this season में really ज़्यादा क्या बचा है. लीग में तो मुश्किल लग ही रहा है. I guess he will target the Coppa Italia for sure. And look, UCL obviously is a matter of you
Luck.
having certain draws and then things going your way. So I'm sure you guys will try to do whatever you can in the knockout competitions. But league में it's looking really bad. Obviously, मतलब आज वही मैं बोल रहा था कि मैंने ट्वीट भी किया कि as much as I do not like Italiano, you have to give the guy credit because he's just broken up.
Hmm.
He's made a club record. He set a club record with Bologna. Highest point tally, Yogesh, after 20 match days in Bologna's history. And to be fair, they're not that far from fourth place. They can overtake Lazio if they
Hmm.
want. So, matlab, he's
And they're
got them
signing
back,
players
and
in
now
January, by the way.
Yeah.
Unlike
yeah, exactly. And they are above Milan now. They're clear of Milan, and he's doing well. He even held us at the end of the day. That's a matter of that's a fact. So, भाई मतलब AC Milan का मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा अगर चिंतन में, because now it is difficult if you guys Really,
to win all.
if you guys, let's say, get knocked out of the UCL, then you're looking at how does AC Milan reach the top four? Because I mean, Coppa Italia जीते, फिर भी तो आपको max to max obviously Europa League spot ही मिल रहा है. और ठीक है, fifth spot मिला तो still you guys can make it, but it's not
Listen,
looking good
now,
here. It's not looking
the
good.
only
And
unfortunate part is that from January you are chasing, like expecting others to drop points. That
yeah,
itself shows that you're in a very very tough spot. And again, but I still feel, as you said, Italiano and Bologna. परम मैं अभी बता रहा था कॉस्टोबो और योगेश को, I feel it's a rut. Milan का ना, it's not even about the quality of the players, because Milan squad does not deserve to be here right now where they are. It's not even about the manager, it's about a certain rut. Some players are just very comfortable
yeah.
in
I agree.
the
I
past
saw your.
players.
I watched your when you said that, and I agree because I feel certain players are not going to go anywhere beyond. Like मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, जितना गाबिया ने recently अच्छा किया होगा, you can't tell me he's your starting center back in 2025. Same goes
Exactly.
for
And
Tomori.
Especially when you've
Tomori's
spent
हाँ.
a lot of money on Pavlovich, who is leaving
Pavlo
6 months later.
Pavlovich, I
That is
could not
horrendous
believe he's
planning.
in talks with Fenerbahce to
हाँ,
already leave.
हाँ.
Like ठीक है, I'm not saying he's been great and sure थोड़ा हमने थोड़ा उसको ज्यादा ये किया होगा, but still he can't be that bad that you're already considering him, sending him away to Fenerbahce
Hmm.
over Gabia, over Tomori. Like come on, like what is wrong with, like, and that shows you exactly what is wrong with AC
exactly.
Milan. And जैसे चिंतन भाई ने बोला, मे बी काइल वॉकर से थोड़ा योगेश एक्सपीरियंस आ जाएगा, because AC Milan do not have those
And
many. हाँ
just so we know, Gabia in an ideal world should not be here. वो तो लोन पे गया हुआ. They
हाँ
had to
exactly,
cut
he
his
should
loan
not be at
still
AC
short.
Milan. Yeah,
So people forgot, but he's come out of nowhere.
yeah,
वो
exactly,
नहीं होता तो
exactly,
क्या
you're
होता?
right. Exactly, you're absolutely right. And ऐसा नहीं था कि
Forget
इसने
that
Villarreal में कुछ
1 year,
हाँ
12 years, 12 months consistently Milan's best center back, and I feel that's the story. And मैं तो वही बोला, my frustration is such, मैं अभी कौस्तुभ और योगेश को बोला था, टोमोरी को यूवेंटस में ही उधर छोड़ के आ जाओ. And आज के बाद अगर Juventus fans should be also worried if if the management is chasing Tomori, the fans should be worried, because see, his pace highline में अच्छा खेलेगा, but he needs a proper center back behind him.
yeah
So,
yeah
and
I
the position sense is so bad. Oh God, it is so
yeah
funny that how bad is it his position. And I was just telling him, वो टोमोरी फेस बाद में बना था अपना, ऐसा क्या करते हैं, ऐसा ऐसा
Tomori
कुछ
face
करते
is,
yeah
by
हैं.
the
that
way, a
face is
phrase.
actually
आज
funny.
से.
I know what you're talking about. Like it's a very weird one. And again I just didn't feel Milan was there in this. Like जैसे ग्रुप पे यूए फैंस ने बोला, यूए फैंस ने बोला कि he was very easily neutralized by McKennie.
Hmm.
I don't know what, like I just felt like even if AC Milan had a plan, they didn't have like any sort of counter to whatever Juventus was doing. Basically, is what I got. Was my feeling tonight, and you have to ask a lot of questions, because I agree. I think with Chintan Bhai ki what is up with the players, क्योंकि तुम कोच बदलते रहोगे, like whatever. Let's say now 10 games down the line, if Conceição also goes on a losing streak, उसको भी निकाल दोगे. Just hypothetically speaking, what's the answer? So I feel Chintan Bhai is right here. It's just down to a lot of these players, which I think we have known for a while are not that great. Let's be honest. Like ठीक है, अब Kyle Walker आ जाएगा, but he's a medium term solution. I would say not even a full fledged medium term, short to medium term solution. ठीक है. And Kostu, we have seen the drop in his level as well, obviously. But ठीक है, चलो, I feel a change of scenery might benefit him. थोड़ा.
He is still
Other than
decently
that,
quick.
हाँ.
Boss, he's still quicker than Royal. And I think
Yeah,
मैंने अभी group में
Yeah,
लिखा
yeah,
था,
of course.
I just wrote something very exaggerated, which I feel makes sense. मिलान का जो expectation रॉयल से है, the way मिलान plays, the expectation रॉयल से है that one touch करके give and go करके वो करेगा. Milan have still not understood that Royal is not that kind of a player, because he is not
आपके पास
fast.
वो yeah, he has no I. I'm sorry, he is a low IQ player at the end of the day. वो फिर भी ठीक भी जो डाल रहा होगा, he's a very low IQ player. It's like saying Yogesh, Juan Jesus. It's like basically justifying the signing of Juan Jesus at Napoli. Very simply put, like दोनों में कुछ दिमाग है नहीं, technical skills है नहीं, pass भी नहीं कर पाते बॉल ढंग से. So like somebody said in the comments, I forgot who said this. I was just going through the comments. Ki Milan do not have a lot of these technical players cost to like तू
Hmm.
देखेगा like how are they going to execute this like ठीक है एक Pulisic है एक Leao है तेरा एक मोराता तो भी है चलो मोराता but again he's not your out and out goal scorer which they anyways miss और मिडफील्ड में फिर कौन है ऐसा टेक्निकली इतना खास जो कर पाएगा लुक बेनासेर जैसे चिंतन मैंने बोला ही इज फार फ्रॉम द प्लेयर आफ्टर हिज इंजरी ही वाज ही इज अ शैडो ऑफ हिमसेल्फ मतलब वो तो उस आउट ऑफ शेप भी दिखता है ही इज इन अ टेरिबल कंडीशन
Yeah, exactly.
और डिफेंस में यू डू नॉट हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ अ डिफेंडर दैट कैन क्रिएट चांसेस फ्रॉम डीप थियो आल्सो आई डोंट नो I don't think he's convincing. I don't know what you guys think. Yogesh, I don't know if you want to give your thoughts because I don't know कि एक दो गेम अच्छा खेल के फिर से he's going back to that average level which he had in the beginning of the season. I don't see anything special from him this season. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. What do you guys think?
मेरे को तो
I feel
थियो का मेरे को लग रहा है
Theo is their specifically अगर मैं थियो के बारे में बोलूं तो he is the last of their problems. उसके पहले थियो के पहले बहुत सारे
I'm not
players
saying he's the
yeah,
biggest.
that's true.
No, but I'm not saying it's the biggest problem, Yogesh. But if you have to look at it from the captain perspective, he's supposed to be one of the leaders in the team, and his performances do not reflect that by any means. Like what I'm trying to say.
चिंतन भाई भी अभी बोल रहे थे कि Theo is not that leader which Milan are seeking.
Yeah.
That's why captaincy
Yeah.
उससे
So
निकल
what
गया because
where I'm coming from, try to understand, right? If you guys once you like, I want to get your views because Chintan bhai, I compare it to because Theo was whatever is one of your captains and the performances are very mixed. But when I see Lautaro doing that, obviously when I saw the dip, I still saw an X level of effort from Lautaro to say कि भाई at least he is doing something right on the pitch, off the ball, this that he puts his heart and soul. You could see something to just justify his performances, which I do not see from your end. Basically, from Theo Hernandez is my point. He seems
Theo
very off.
Theo का क्या है
Very
पता है he is such a body language player ना if he's having a bad game ना he's so switched off that his entire body language says that and as an opponent he'll either get yellow carded, red carded, something or the other, so his body language is so terrible as a defender. And today also he was trying to get out of the box by nutmegging Cook minus God. How can you do that inside the box as your
Such
defender?
weird decision making.
So I feel जो Juventus का momentum build हुआ was because Milan was making such cagey errors, which led to Juventus building that momentum, which led to that goal. Oh my God! It is just my point with Theo and Leao is I feel ये Jimenez को bench all these players, bench Benacer, don't get him on. Musa को bench कर लो. टेरेचानो योविच को लाया. I just said परम योविच ने जो 10 मिनट में रन्स लिए ना उतना पूरी गेम में टाइम ही ने कुछ नहीं. So let them play, yaar. Get them on earlier. Get Kamada on earlier.
Yeah.
He's not convincing, but
I agree. You might as well punish the players that are not punish, but you get my point. You just let them rot on the bench anyways. आपके लीग सीजन में कुछ मतलब ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप लोग टॉप 4 पहुंच नहीं सकते, but it's looking like it's going to take a miracle, right, Costo? Because even if it doesn't feel like it, we are already 20 games in now. मतलब there's not a lot that much of a way to go. एक half of the season हो गया है. And look, Napoli is run मतलब Napoli और Milan और Inter मतलब ये सब क्लब्स जा रहे भी मिलान के रीच से. Even like at one point you'll start looking at maybe Juve got major confidence now. Juve will work towards top 4. Lazio अगर उनको मिल गया तो they'll also be like चलो we'll also run away. The only saving grace right now is like Fiorentina थोड़ा drop कर रहा है points इधर उधर, but then Bologna is also there as I said, picking up points left, right, center. So क्या like I don't know like.
And plus I feel Milan ka squad, it has problems from back to front. It's not like कि there's only one problem. Backline में there is no security. Tomori we don't know. Malik Theo ka future has also been in doubt for like 7 months. Pavlovic will go. Theo ka we've already spoken about him. Emerson khatam. Calabria khatam. Walker is coming in. Zero certainty.
Exactly my
Midfield
point.
still fine, but number 8 nahi hai, number 6 nahi hai. For that backup role. Center forward, they have both link up center forwards. Goal scorer दोनों में से एक भी नहीं है. उसमें से एक Abraham.
Yeah.
So there are issues from back to front. You look at जो भी the teams in the top 3 or even Juve for that matter. You have a lot of certainties from back to front. कुछ भी है.
Exactly.
Vlahovic अच्छा नहीं खेल रहा, but you'll still get 12 to 13 goals at least in the season from him. Kuch bhi ho, however bad he is. Gatti, he might not suit the Motta setup, but 7 out of 10 pretty much every game. So
Yeah, no,
Milan ka, you don't have guarantees at all in any position.
yeah. What I'm sorry, I was smiling. I agree with you, but what I was smiling about is they are showing the replay, right? और मैं वही देख रहा हूँ
हाँ
बैकग्राउंड में योगेश. अरे एमरसन रॉयल मतलब उसने तो डबल गिफ्ट कर दिया फर्स्ट गोल पे. He played Mbangula onside by the
Onside.
smallest of
हाँ
margins and then the deflection also. भाई मतलब ये तो पूरा सर्कस ही है, अब कुछ बोल ही नहीं सकते इसके बारे में. Like yeah, I mean again I know obviously AC Milan didn't have Pulisic, he's a big miss. But still, yeah, like come on, like
Can't be
the
so reliant.
performance was very flat, Chindan. Like मेरे को, I felt like Juventus was the team that really looked from start to finish कि हाँ अगर कोई जीतेगा तो ऐसा लग ही रहा था कि Juve was going to be the winner. Barring the first maybe 5-10 minutes where Milan showed some decent energy. Like yeah, I really felt Juventus they kind of deserve to obviously win this. Yeah, there's no question about it. Like I think maybe the only question mark I have about them is Coop Miners का कब मतलब पता चलेगा. Like I felt he was again not that. Like again, I'm personally who someone likes to give a player like a whole season to adapt, but we live in a different era of football where उतना time दे नहीं सकते, right? So like I don't know where this guy stands, but again for Juventus maybe this win changes everything. So let's see. I think Motta का conference चल रहा है अभी वो लोग दिखा रहे GXR, which is good to see कि GXR actually
हाँ
shows all this by the way.
Yeah.
तो अच्छा तो है बट या योगेश पहले तो यार
Guys,
तू जाने से पहले बिफोर एवरीवन गोज ऑल ऑफ अस लीव क्या लगता है क्योंकि मैं लाइनअप्स अभी ढूंढ रहा हूँ यार इफ यू कैन पुल अप ऑन फुटमॉब और समथिंग योगेश बिफोर वी लीव कुछ तो कर यार पुल अप कर देखते हैं जरा
लाइनअप देखा ना मैंने, स्टैंडर्ड या कुछ खास बदल नहीं है.
पुल अप तो कर देखते हैं बिकॉज आई नो अटलांटा हैव टन्स ऑफ एब्सेंटीज टुनाइट बाय द वे
हाँ
कमेंट्स देखता हूँ मैं तब तक यार जरा कमेंट्स भी लोगों के हैं विनर एमरसन रॉयल डिनर भाई मतलब see anonymous says Scoop Miners is so bad like yeah just struggling to adapt yeah Motta was looking for a solution to his Indies draw streak he found Emerson Royal मतलब सही है yeah these are the lineups guys अगर आप देखो Carne Sekin goal Isaac Hein Jim City Scalvini Belanova Derun Ederson, Ruggeri, Samardzic, Lukman and Retegi. Still not a bad team, Chindan, by despite all the
हाँ
uncertainty,
exactly.
obviously.
That's what I was saying. इतनी injuries के बाद भी they are putting out a team that is top 4 material.
यस
Yeah,
यस,
exactly.
काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइनअप है. रेटेगी लुकमन को साथ में स्टार्ट किया है, समार्टिच को स्टार्ट दिया है, स्काल्विनी को भी डायरेक्ट स्टार्ट दे दिया.
Yeah, but ये देखो अभी नापोली के साइड पे देखो चिंदन भाई. It
Yes.
feels
Juan is
weird
this.
because obviously yeah हुआ like मैं देख रहा हूँ साला इंजरी लिस्ट ऐसा लग रहा है नापोली को इंजरी क्राइसिस है क्या डिफेंस में कि तुम लोग साला हुआ नहीं उसको अटलांटा के अगेंस्ट खिला रहे हो लाइक व्हाट द हेल
बात है जुआन ईजस के साथ में टाइटल जीतेंगे देखना.
टाइटल जीत भाई वो फिर से हुआ ना तो मुझे लगता है चैनल बंद करना पड़ेगा अपने को परमानेंटली like no way Juan Jesus should be winning dude Chintan man you realize if that happens Juan Jesus would have the same number of Scudettos as Maradona which is embarrassing यार like क्या
Yeah,
है यार
that-
हिस्ट्री से निकालना पड़ेगा ऐसा स्टार्ट
Liquidate,
the worst start
नापोली को छोड़ो बाकी 19 सेरिया टीम्स को लिक्विडेट होना पड़ेगा उसके लिए.
या मतलब इतना एम्बैरेसिंग हो जाएगा कि मेरे को लग रहा है चैनल ही बंद कर देते अपन बट मेरिटिंग गोल डी लोरेंजो ऑफ कोर्स योगेश इज फेवरेट देन ओलिवेरा हुआन येसुस रकमानी
फैंटास्टिक.
ये तो पूरा मतलब हेसुस और रकमानी फुल टेरर डिफेंसिव पार्टनरशिप बट या अंगीसा लोबोटका मैकटोमिने आई मीन दैट्स अ स्ट्रांग मिडफील्ड बिकॉज़ चिंदन में आप भी देख रहे होगे
Yeah.
अंगीसा इज प्लेइंग वेरी वेल obviously but the biggest talking point Costo finally no Quarats खेलिया मतलब Naresh and Politano and Lukaku यार I don't know like I still feel Napoli wins but क्या लग रहा है आपको any change in thoughts Chindan man Costo before we go to Yogesh and close this
No man, I don't. I love Lobotka, man. I love Lobotka. Actually, there's this Napoli midfield is amazing, very good midfield. I mean, I still see Napoli might just win this. Samardzic hasn't been very convincing for me yet. थोड़ा convincing नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. Temperamental तो लग रहा है मुझे. So And I'll still go for a Napoli victory. I won't be surprised if it's a draw also.
Like क्या बोलते
Conte
हैं
won't mind a
Costa?
draw, I feel. Conte won't mind a draw at all. It's that sort of game where a 0-0 is not a problem for either teams. वो हो भी क्या, you're not
Yeah.
losing out on much because
मजा आ
Conte
जाएगा
has
अगर
these
यार हो जाए.
Conte has these phases, Mourinho की तरह, where he's very happy with these draws, where
Yeah.
you just
I know what
get
you're
on
doing.
with it. ठीक है, just
Yeah.
चला लेते हैं, stuff like
Yeah.
that, कि निकाल लेते हैं ये match, we win the next 3 games. We just win. So don't
No,
be surprised if it's a 1-1 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Also because they don't have anything else to focus on, so they can afford to drop a couple of points. Like
And they
either
lost to
like, I
Atlanta
know
in the
it's a very
previous
close
game as
tie.
well, in अपना reverse
Yeah, I know.
fixture. So he would
Exactly.
hate
I
to
know it's a
lose
very close.
another one.
Yeah. I know it's a very close title race, but then they can look at others and say कि भाई ये लोग 10 गेम एक्स्ट्रा खेलने वाले हैं, बाकी हम लोग तो उतना
हाँ.
खेलने नहीं वाले, राइट? क्या बोलते हैं योगेश? क्या प्रेडिक्शन है? हैप्पी विद द लाइनअप कुछ और कुछ?
2-0.
2-0 किसको? अटलांटा को? 2-0 मतलब like Atalanta is the home team, so are you saying Atalanta?
ADL का फोन आएगा.
नापोली के लिए 2-0 यार.
सही यार, सही. एक लास्ट कमेंट लेके अपन बंद कर देते हैं because I'm sure all of us are tired as much as we'll be watching. Conte will be caught in 4K cussing Juan Jesus again. यार मजा आ जाएगा वही देखना मुझे. नापोली अटलांटा भी देख लो भाई. अगर रवि तू हम सबके चेहरे देख रहा है, मतलब देखेंगे तो घर पे आराम से, बट स्ट्रीम पे एनर्जी बची नहीं है. लगता है सिर्फ योगेश में अपनी एनर्जी है बिकॉज़
Milan has a
या Okafor
God.
मस्त साइनिंग है. बढ़िया यार.
Better than Rashford, I'm hearing.
Rashford, yeah. वो तो मतलब I'm pretty. वो तो I still didn't think. I never understood the attempt for Rashford, but yeah, I mean अभी तो definitely O'Neal and Kyle Walker will be coming in for AC Milan. I feel still a major upgrade Chindan bhai, obviously on Emerson and Calabria, so no doubt over that.
I am a
Anyone
major
is an upgrade. हम लोग भी खेलेंगे, हम में से
Yeah.
एक we might be an upgrade.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what? Just one small thing Motta said on Yildiz's injuries. He was replaced during the break because he felt something in his adductor. I didn't want to take any
We saw
field assessment.
We saw it actually after that
Yeah.
shot. We saw that him holding it like so.
एंड चिंतन में जैसे ACL इश्यूज कॉमन हो रहे, बीच में अभी अडक्टर इश्यूज बहुत कॉमन होने लगे प्लेयर्स के लिए, because at Inter whenever we get all these injuries we are getting right now are all adductor injuries, all of them.
Acerbi ka has always been an adductor injury, no?
Yeah.
As far as I remember, Acerbi ka last 2-3 seasons se adductor injuries काफी.
both.
It is
Acerbi and Hakan both.
It is very easy for someone for a midfielder to get an adductor injury because stretches ज़्यादा होते हैं, leg stretch होता है, plus you stick your leg out for a tackle or something. So that is the most common issue. And मेरे को भी unfortunately luckily never been injured as a like even when I used to play, but वो एक pain होता था. That pain is unbearable when you get. And the minute I saw Yildiz hold that, you don't want to take a risk because it does twitch a lot that time.
Yeah, fair enough. यार obviously game तो GXR पे होगा. बोल क्या बोल रहा है योगेश?
Let's wrap up यार.
यार वही कर रहे हैं. गेम तो GXR पे होगा यार, बहुत बड़ा गेम है, देख लो. Obviously मैं तो होप कर रहा हूँ ड्रॉ हो जाए भाई, मजा आ जाएगा. But I feel Conte is. ये funny है ना चिंतन में, because both teams have had some sort of fortune in certain games.
Yeah,
obviously not to say
exactly.
others don't have it, but जो black magic fortune बोलते हैं दोनों का, वो रहा है. I'm pretty sure Yogesh will deny it, but ये दो teams मैच देखते कौन finally lucky होगा. And I would love to see some argument between Gasperini and Conte. वो तो चाहिए मतलब.
Cinema.
बढ़िया यार.
Tarantino film.
I can't see. हाँ बोल योगेश, sorry कौन तो बोल.
No, I was saying Tarantino film होगी, Gasperini versus Conte.
Yeah, but produced by ADL from the sidelines.
Assistant producer Yogesh.
Assistant producer Yogesh. भाई Serie तो चलता रहेगा, GXR पे देख लो. And yeah, I think we'll close this stream. I can't see any more comments. Yogesh, तेरे को दिख रहा है क्या? मेरे को तो नहीं दिख रहा है कुछ.
No more comments.
Yeah, no more comments. So we'll see you guys. Yeah, hopefully we can do more of these watch alongs. आज तो मजा आया. I was watching it as well. So yeah, we'll see you soon, very soon, guys.
Ciao, ciao,
Ciao,
guys.
ciao.
Bye.